Okay, sorry about that, guys. Again, my equipment decides to freak the heck out on me and decides, no, we're not gonna work. So my mic decided to, like, crap itself for a little bit, and I just fixed it. So let's get back to the hunting. Now, I didn't realize how many eggs I gathered while off screen for Charmander. So yeah, I didn't realize I gathered this many. I thought I was gonna get maybe like 4 or 5 boxes. I didn't realize I had gone and gathered almost 11 full boxes of Charmander eggs. So let's try and start hatching these eggs. Again, if you guys have your like level 5 Terra raids that you guys have found, please don't forget to leave a post a link code to those, because we always enjoy doing them, and of course they help us get Urban Mystica, so always delightful. But yet today we're going out for Charizard. Today we are going out for Charizard. Car coming home, getting shiny Eevee and getting Charizard. Nice, very very nice, very delightful. But yeah, I have... It's interesting because we actually tried coming up with a couple of ideas for, like, solos to do of Greninja, and really, from all the damage calculations that we've been doing, it doesn't really seem like a solo is feasible. You know, a solo seems very, very, very difficult to pull off just because of the damage numbers that are necessary at play when it comes to one-shotting Greninja. Because you need to do over 7,000 damage. You need to do 7,500 damage, pretty much minimum, in order to knock it out in one hit. And Pokemon that have the necessary stats and the necessary moves just don't exist. There is nothing that can set up a -6 debuff, a +6 offense buff, and then also have the necessary power to deliver that finishing blow within a reasonable time frame that will not just get taken out of the equation immediately because it'll just do enough damage. But yes, you did hear correct, Foxy. Raid. We do raids. If you guys have your raid link codes, we do those because we are always down for collecting the delightful Urban Mystica. Yeah, I remember that we had some Charmander eggs already like hatched before, but I don't remember what it was at beforehand. So I'm just not... Ooh, Ice Tatsugiri. Sounds fun. Delightful. It's funny you were just talking about that, lady. See, Ace Trainer Al and I did an entire video all about what the best options to use when countering Greninja are. So, if you want to know what those options are, I highly recommend you check out that video. Yeah. But yeah, like, the things to basically beat Greninja, there's really not a whole lot of them. And it's just the damage numbers at play are just very, very difficult for most Pokemon to achieve. The damage numbers are just very, very difficult for most things to achieve. But yeah, I recommend you check out the video because there's damage calculations that we had to go that went into the Greninja counters. And it comes out to, like, you need to deal a certain amount of damage, and most Pokemon are just not capable of doing that in a solo. And even in a group thing, it's possible to hit, but the problem is the amount of setup that needs to go into it is very problematic. Yeah, Gastrodon was one of the ones that I was actually thinking about when it came to it. But the issue that there was ultimately an issue that came up with Gastrodon, which we didn't go over in the video because we wanted to constrain it to more like simplicity. But there was an issue that we ran into when it came to Gastrodon. Because the issue with planning the counters for it is long-term plans are not as solid. It requires far more to go right than, like, a 2-turn kill, which is exactly what we did. Al and I figured out a 2-turn kill on Greninja that unless they buff the hell out of Greninja's HP, it will always work. It is not dependent on a damage roll. It is not dependent on RNG. It will work 100% of the time. Kick Greninjas. Exactly. We enjoy destroying the Weeb Frog, Omar. We enjoy destroying the Weeb Frog. But let's fight a little sushi platter. I love Tatsugiri. It's like... I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love how Scarlet Violet made Beware the Silly Ones the VGC metagame. Yep, we're doing raids and we are doing shiny hatching of eggs, John Cena. How are you doing, John Cena? Good. That did not get it down to low enough to activate the barrier yet, and it got a paralysis. Just don't counter me. It couldn't use counter. It couldn't hit me with counter. What? I call bull! You were paralyzed! You could not hit me, you were paralyzed! I am calling bull! I feel like... Noise. Yeah, did you have booster energy on yours, Aiden? Actually, well, mine isn't EV trained into attack. I kind of think it's best that mine isn't EV trained and natured into attack at this point. Because you get things like that with the Tatsugiri where it just deals just enough to get it into that range, but it doesn't get it below the threshold to activate the shield. So like, even though my Iron Hands is doing definitively worse damage, in practice, it's a better supporter for the damage because it just does not trip the shield. Because once that shield goes up, the raid slows to a crawl. If you get just above that threshold and someone else comes in that hits harder and finishes it off, it's even better and it's delightful. But yeah, I've got a lot of frickin' Charmander eggs that I gathered. Far more than I was actually wanting to collect. But hey. I gathered them, and now I gotta hatch them. So we're gonna be hatching eggs while doing Terra raids, our usual shtick. Because I'm gathering a bunch of Herba Mystica for some future stuff and things I'm planning. Yeah, I've got a couple of, like, future plan stream thingies. And I'm going to be needing a lot of Herba Mystica for it. Come on. I don't think you're shiny, but I just want to check. You know you're not shiny. Hello, Capsicid. Yeah, we were going to be doing outbreaks. And actually, speaking of outbreaks, I checked my legends. Apparently, I don't have a shiny Magikarp in my Pokemon Legends Arceus. Ooh, Dragon Armorouge. That'll be fun. I would be down for that, Foxy. I would be down for a Dragon Armorouge. I would be very much down for that one. Because I have the perfect destroyer of all things special attacker. And its name begins with Grim and ends with Arl. And there's an S somewhere in between those. It is the absolute premier special attack destroyer, and I love it. It kind of reminds me, I'm kind of surprised they never made a special counterpart to Foul Play as far as moves go. But I'm kind of happy they didn't. But it's fine. I am hoping this Armorouge has weak armor. I'm really hoping this thing's got weak armor. Because if it's got weak armor, this raid's going to be a joke. Because the way weak armor works is every time, I believe it is, you're hit with a physical move, you lose physical defense. I don't think special attacks trip it. They may, but I know like Psy Shock and like Psy Strike trip it, but I don't know about like other regular moves, like the other regular special attacks trip it. And so if you just have like a physical attacker and you just keep pummeling it, because one of the rage strategies that I remember seeing people doing in random lobbies was they bring a skill swap. I think it's like a sashed skill swap, maximum speed Poltegeist that has skill swap and has weak armor as its ability. And they skill swap the weak armor onto it. It should be fine. It should be fine. I have screens. I have screens that should protect you, and I have Spirit Break. So that should be okay. And if not, we can always just retry it. We can always just redo it if it doesn't work. But let's punch this thing. I love Armorouge. Like, Dragon's not weak to fighting, but it is neutrally damaged by fighting, so we should be good. But yeah, speaking of Armorouge, there are very few times that I've like seen a version exclusive Pokemon and been this version exclusive would have won no matter what, like in my heart of like I like this one more. Armorouge is like the one that has done that so far very consistently. It was like, yeah, even if I had played Violet first and I'd used Ceruledge in my Violet playthrough, I really can't see myself having been as fond of Ceruledge as I am for Armorouge, because Armorouge just hits so hard. Hey, Al, how you doing? Like, the other thing is that Armorouge has such good, good moves. Okay, one of you guys needs to heal chant, because we're all burnt, and that's going to drop our physical attack power, so one of you guys need to clear that. One of you guys needs to clear that off. Aiden, can you do the healing chant? Because I need to throw out my Spirit Breaks. I need to throw out my Spirit Breaks to keep this thing's special attack down. Otherwise, it's going to snowball. I disagree. I don't know. I don't know. Armorouge got those Samus shoulder pads. Armorouge got those Samus shoulder pads. So it's like when you reference my girl Metroid, my girl Samus, you kind of win in that way. Oh, it has weak armor. It's got weak armor. We win next. When you remind me of Samus, I think you just win. You look at that, like, I'm not offense invested, and I'm dealing that much damage on this thing. We're gonna crush this thing. I freaking love weak armor. Like, one of the best strategies to use when it comes to weak armor, when, like, giving Pokemon weak armor as the ability to specifically do this, is you use a move that has, like, Skill Link, like Rock Blast or something, to always get the maximum hits out of it. So you get, like, 5 hits, automatically it's at -6. It's already at -4. -5. Well, okay, it did purge away. Yeah, we would just deal so much damage. We hit so hard. It's so good. What is the gasp face for, Al? Also, can one of the mods please go grab Ace Trainer Al's link? How are you doing, Al? How are you doing, Al, my boy? Armorouge's speed won't go any higher, except it doesn't matter at this point. Hey, casual, can one of the mods please type in !CHI? Spirit Break. Actually, I can do the, that. I can do that. Nope. There we go. There we go. There you go. Casual Chikorita. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And with that, we get burned. And with that, we crush this thing. Again, easy peasy. Grimsnarl, best supporter. Grimsnarl is, like, the absolute best supporter there is. It's so good. Like, it supplies screens. It supplies misty terrain to prevent status conditions. it has Spirit Break to cripple special attackers, and it has Chilling Water to also cripple physical attackers. It just does everything so well. Yeah, Oranguru is very good. Oranguru is definitely a good Pokemon. But I would say when it comes to, like, their kinds of support, they offer support in very different ways, despite both being able to apply screens. And the sort of, like, the different ways in which they can support things, despite being relatively similar, are quite different. I'd like it to be... I am thinking... I don't think Grimsnarl gets Parting Shot. Does Grimsnarl get Parting Shot? I didn't think it got that. I'm going with what I think of the next one. Originally, I was thinking the Greninja one was going to be Delphox. But, like, okay, well, they shattered that. So, I'm not sure, actually, at this point, what the next one's going to be. Really, it gets Parting Shot. Parting Shot. Bulbapedia. By level up. Oh, it gets it by breeding. Okay, that's why. Ooh, Rock Frostlass. I'd be down for that. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, how does it get it? It's like, it doesn't get by level up. Okay, egg moves. Yeah, egg moves. I'm so glad they changed egg moves. Like, the way that they changed egg moves is such a good change. You don't need to go through the whole hassle of a process. I'm up for the Frostlass. I could see Empoleon being the next one. I'm pretty sure what they're going to do is they're going to add in all of the starters of the other regions that, that's what they've done. Because I'm pretty sure what they're going to be doing, I assume, at least on the later side, something they'll probably keep going with starters. Yeah, I have a feeling for a while they're going to be going hard on the starters. When it comes to other things, I have no idea what they're going to go for. I definitely agree it's going to be another starter. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to add in, like, the starters from the other regions that are not Hisui. Like, the other starters from the Hisuian region, because we've gotten the stats for the Hisuian starters moves. Actually, do you think it could be Susan? I'm not certain, but, what I was saying was, we've gotten the stats for what the Hisuian stars and, like, the other Hisuian Pokemon's signature moves are, so we know how the moves are going to operate. And from how they changed Triple Arrows, how they changed Ceaseless Edge, and how they changed Infernal Parade, we can already tell who the absolute favorite starter from Hisui is. And, it's Decidueye by a mile. The way that they changed Triple Arrows is it has gone from a 50 base power move that will always drop defense and raise your critical hit rate to a 90 power move that is a 12.5% chance of critting. Keep in mind, a normal crit rate for moves is like 4.7%. So there's a high critical hit chance. That also has a 30% chance to drop the target's physical defense one stage. And has a 30% chance of flinching. And again, this is a 90 base power move. Yeah. When Ceaseless Edge, 65 base power move, high critical hit chance, all it does is set spikes. Infernal Parade is actually unchanged. Yeah, like, what they did to Triple Arrows is horrifying. It is by far the most bonkers of all of the moves. Like, the only thing is that I don't see, like, the flinch being too problematic on it. Because Decidueye doesn't have that good of a speed. It's very slow. It's like a base 60 speed. And base 60 speed is this very, very awkward area both in and out of Trick Room. Because in Trick Room, you're actually getting undersped by a very large amount of Pokemon. And outside of Trick Room, even under something like Tailwind, you're still not that fast. This is actually the big issue that Celesteela ran into a lot of the time. So, I don't see the flinch being too problematic. All I see being problematic is the crit chance and the defense drop. As well as, like, the sheer absurdity of how powerful it is. Because remember, this is a 100% accurate move that's 90 base power. That on its own will be a fantastic move for Decidueye for a fighting stab. But the fact that it is a 30% defense drop chance is insanely good. Because the funny thing is, the other Hisuian moves, they're all very, very tame. Like, they adjusted Bitter Malice to be like 75 base power, and it will always drop your attack stat, always drop the enemy attack stat. It removed, it doesn't have a freeze chance anymore, but it will always drop the attack stat. So it's kind of like a physical counterpart to Spirit Break. Victory Dance is literally just a physical version of Quiver Dance. Chloroblast is a grass version of Steel Beam. A lot of the other Hisuian signature moves are very, very tame. Like Stone Axe, all it does is, like, I think it's a 75 base power move, and it sets Stealth Rocks. That's all it really does. So, like, the Hisuian moves, they're all very tame. The closest ones that are, like, as bonkers as what Hisuian Decidueye got is the Force of Nature's signature moves, which all hit both Pokemon in doubles, and I believe, other than one, all three of them have a 30% activation chance on their secondary effect. Thunderous's has, I think, it's a 30%, I believe it's a 20% chance to paralyze. Tornadus has a 30% chance to drop speed. Enamorous, I think that's how you pronounce its name. It has a 30% chance to drop physical attack. And Landorus's one, you know, Sandseer Storm, I think is whatever it's called, has a 30% chance to burn. Keep in mind, all of these are spread moves. So Landorus has a spread, more powerful version of Scorching Sands that also has a 30% chance to burn. So we might actually see Landorus incarnate in, like, doubles. And that terrifies me, because I can now definitely see people are going to start running, like, Sandforce. Because before, you would never run Sandforce. There was no reason to ever run a Sandforce Landorus, because Sheer Force just did so much more damage. But now, well, now it has a Burn Inflictor. So now, with the loss of Scald especially, a move that is a spread version of Scald is horrifying. But we got a Trio Master. Well, the thing is, it isn't really the Trio Master. Like, Landorus was always the Trio Master. It's just Enamorous is like a counterpart now to make it a quad. Because the forces of nature are all supposed to correspond to, like, the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. And that's why there's 4 of them now. I kind of like that. Because I like when they're doing, like, the group of 4s rather than the group of 3s. Because lately we've had the, you know, you've had the island spirits, you know, Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu. And now, okay, well, we got, like, the Ruins Legend was, you know, a quad. And now we got, you know, the 4/4. I like the change. I know a lot of people don't like Enamorous, but I don't mind it. Like, it's not the greatest in the world, but, like, I kind of like it. But yeah, like, all of their signature moves are freaking crazy. Like, again, the Yeah, the only other one that I would say is kind of bonkers is Cresselia's signature move, Lunar Blessing. Because now it is... Let's see, I think it is... It's now Heal Bell, and I think it's like Recover at the... It's like Heal Bell and Recover at the same time. So like it'll heal status from your entire party, and I think it will restore Cresselia's own HP. It's pretty crazy. I like it. I Tofu don't understand. Yeah, Tofu sucks. Tofu sucks. But it's kind of good to see Cresselia actually get a signature move that's viable now to run. Because you'd never run Lunar Dance. There was no reason to ever run Lunar Dance on Cresselia. But now, it can actually do, like, pretty good support tech. I like it. Yeah, I know the Tau Trio is the Zekrom Reshiram. I know the names of most of the trios. I know, like, there's the Weather Trio, there's the Golems, the Titans, which are the Reggies, Creation Trio. Yeah, amusingly, Creation Trio is the only trio of Pokemon where the Trio Master is a mythical. Because Arceus is the Trio Master of the Creation Trio. It's also the only master of, like, the other trio of the Lake Spirits. Arceus is weird in that way. I mean, Arceus as a whole is just an anomaly of a Pokemon. Which is why it's such a fascinating thing of how much of an anomaly as a Pokemon Arceus is. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's go Kyurem with the original right here. I don't think we're going to get it. I mean, we could potentially get it eventually, but I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be surprised if we never do get, like, a game explaining it. Because I feel like Kyrem's original form is like Armored Mewtwo. It's gonna be one of these things that just, like, exists, but we're never, I mean, I guess, like, Eternamax Eternatus is a bit of a better example for it, where, like, it's this thing that canonically exists, but, like, we're never going to get to use it. For reasons. For reasons. I wouldn't mind another Let's Go game. Like, Let's Go as a game, I don't hate. Like, Let's Go as an idea, I think it was a pretty good idea. The only issue I think Let's Go really had was in trying to cater a bit too aggressively to the Pokemon Go audience, and kind of neglecting the mainline audience at the expense of that. But considering what it was designed to do, you kind of can't really hate it that much. I mean, Legends and Let's Go are actually very similar kinds of games, Chikorita. Outside of the, like, Let's Go being a hook, the fundamentals of the game are actually very much the same. They're actually games almost entirely based around you just catching Pokemon. Battles are kind of a non-existent thing, and the story is, well, relatively absent. It's really just about going and collecting stuff. I forgot that. I swear if you say Screamtail, Omar, I'm going to defenestrate you. I'm going to defenestrate you if you do that, Omar. Klefki. The problem with Klefki is it does not synergize with the Pokemon used. Klefki does not synergize with it. Because the strategy we have is Screech users, because you need Screech users for the physical defense drop. It doesn't really have anything that can do anything comparable to what the other Screech users are capable of doing. Typing-wise, it actually fares quite well, but unless you're running a special set, which the special options for beating Greninja are not as good as the physical option. Also, I also despise Klefki. I also despise Klefki, and will freely admit I despise Klefki. Yeah, Corviknight was... Well, Corviknight was one of the ones that, like... Corviknight falls into that, like, Screech user territory. No, I do like Screamtail. It's just Omar kind of goes overboard about Screamtail a lot. He does kind of go a bit overboard on Screamtails at times. I don't dislike it. Yeah, there's really no Paradox Pokemon I would say I dislike. The only one that I think I say I would dislike is Iron Jugulus. It's Mewtwo. It's Mewtwo Ball. I've not heard of that name for Screamtail before, and I'm taking that one. And I'm taking that. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Nice! Shiny Charizard in the first 10 eggs. Delightful. It's always satisfying getting those very, very early egg shiny hatches. Very, very satisfying. I would say it's the only thing more satisfying than getting a shiny under odds, but it's right before you hit odds. Because don't lie, those are pretty satisfying. Those are pretty satisfying, if annoying. Because, like, I always point to the shiny female Amora we got, which was, like, 8 encounters away from being odds. Yeah, it was annoying to go through that, but it made it all the more satisfying to get it still under odds. But, I mean, obviously, when you start up a shiny hunt and you get it instantly, like, that's pretty good. I point to the shiny Frigibax in 16 eggs with no shiny charm. I need a... Nice! Ice Cream Tail. Fun. Hello, Man. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And then I'm over here with 50, Coco 51, and Quaxley that, and no Grass Cat yet. Yeah, I still need to get working on the cat and Quaxley. I still need to get working on both of those. But we are going to be working on those gradually. I kind of want to work on Charmander right now. When Greninja comes out, we're going to be switching Masuda focus over to Greninja. And basically just doing that. I'm the only one who knows Screamtail is a ball. Screamtail is basically what happens when Kirby sucks up Mewtwo in Smash Bros. And they refuse to defuse. That is what Screamtail is. And that is getting clipped. Like, when you say Mewtwo Ball, that is literally Mewtwo after getting sucked up by Kirby in Smash. You have 20 shinies so far. How many do you guys have? I am up to well over 120 at this point. Yeah, we are, I know at the very least, from the 16th, from the 18th, we were at 122. So we are definitely working well on our shiny encounter numbers. Because I still have, like, all the boxes of the spares. Because when it comes to shinies for the living shiny decks in this game, we have exactly 120. We have exactly 120 for the living shiny decks. And we've gotten... probably, I would say, maybe 18 at minimum spares. So we're up to about 138 shinies in the game. Yep, countdown to Greninja. This is the final week before Greninja's raid event starts. And we are basically preparing for the Greninja raids. So if you guys have any level 5 raids, we are happy to do those, because we've got to get ready for those Greninja raids. Actually, I should probably make a command for the Greninja video. Should probably make a command for that, so I can just, like, type in, like, !Gren and do that. Yep, Greninja is coming this Friday. This Friday, only on Paldea, Greninja will be returning to the WWE SmackDown Rink Arena. So yeah, Nightbot. There we go. Let's go team. Amusingly, Jimmy Johns, I'm actually going and grabbing the video that Ace Trainer Al and I put together that is exactly covering that. Best team for Greninja. There we go. There you go. So just type in exclamation point Gren, so exclamation point Gren. That will bring you to the link to the video where we cover what the Pokemon are and what makes them the best options for it. So again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more, because you guys are the ones that keep all of this going. Charmander. Yeah, I had a Sinistea outbreak yesterday, but by the time I was going to be live, the raids changed over because of the raids ending. So I needed to, like, of course, do something different. It was one of the reasons why I decided... That was one of the reasons why I decided to just do, like, raids and stuff last night. Was because the outbreak was going to go away. And I was like, well, I'm not going to hunt for the thing, like, off stream. Because it is an absolutely annoying hunt to hunt for Sinistea without an outbreak. Egg. Give us egg. Yeah, there's quite a few, we've already done the Bombardier outbreak. We've already gotten you. So we don't need you. Oh, eggs have finished hatching for Charmander. Let's go to 5. There we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Greninja raids because I have my options. And I know later, if we don't get an outbreak of the things I'm looking forward to using, I am going to be probably hunting them via sandwiches. Because one of the options for the raids, that is one of the best options, I've already got Shiny of. So I can just use that. Wait, I forgot to add them to the party. So I have a Shiny that I can use for that, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, the only hard part about it is to get all of the necessary vitamins, because that definitely takes a while. No, you cannot do that, Mudkip. You cannot put out Charmeleon's tail. Yeah, we are just going to be looking around Paldea for shinies today, as well as, of course, doing any 5-star Terra raids if you guys have them. So if you do, please feel free to leave those link codes to level 5s in the chat. Nope. Level 4. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually what the next raid is going to be after Greninja. Because I know a lot of people thought that they were going to go with like just exclusively doing fire type starters for a while, but nope, they went over to Greninja. Granted, that could also be because the sheer amount of people that were hacking in Greninja and then just distributing hacked Greninja to people might also be a reason why they did it. Which, if that is the case, like, I think it's a good thing to do that. But also, like, it just going to encourage people to continue hacking. Hello, Scovillain. Yeah, Scovillain is going to be an annoying one to hatch. Hello, Copy Muse. It's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you've been doing well, Copy. Charmander. But yeah, I've got plans for future hunts. But yeah, by the end of the week, I would like... Actually, wait, I have an idea. One of my friends specifically asked me if they have seen a specific Pokemon in Area 0. So I think actually it would probably be a good idea to go into Area 0 and look for that thing while I'm just hatching eggs. We gotta have a walk around anyway. I might as well go into Area 0 and try and help my friend out with that. I might as well go and do that. Oh, the Scovillain's the one that fights us. Scovillain. I actually really like Scovillain. I understand. I understand, Cappy. You never need to feel bad about not coming to the streams. I understand that real life can take over, and real life is a problem at times. And I understand that you sometimes gotta step away for things. I understand wholeheartedly. Yeah, let's actually just go looking to see if we can even find Midday Lycanroc in Area 0, because I know Echo was wondering if you can. The only reason I think he's probably looking for that is if he wants a Dusk Lycanroc. Because the way that Dusk Lycanroc works is every static Lycanroc spawn on the overworld will become a Dusk Lycanroc only during the 3-minute transition between the daytime and nighttime in-game. So there's a 3-minute window you have to find those. Or you can just get them from Terra Raids. But like... Yep, you can find... Yes, you can find Midday Lycanroc in here. Okay, so let me just tell that to Echo. Yeah. Echo wanted to know, and it's like literally right outside of the thing. It's right there. And yes, you can find Midday Lycanroc in Area 0. Always happy to help. Happy friend. You know, let's just keep hatching eggs inside of Area 0, because I kind of like it in here. And there are a few Pokemon, excuse me, that are in here that we do need still. Plus, like, finding another shiny Paradoxmon isn't bad. Alright, Aiden. Oh, wait, I can't join raids in here. I can't join raids if I'm inside of Area 0. Because, yeah, Area 0 is one of the few places where both the Pokeportal and the picnic system is disabled. That is an outside area. So, yeah, actually, probably I shouldn't just be in here. That way I can't join raids with you guys. But yeah, if you guys have your raids, your level 5 raids, we are always happy to join them. And certain level 6 raids, and certain 6-star raids. Not all 5-star raids. Not all 6-star raids, because certain 6-star raids are almost impossible to do. You know, but almost impossible to do, and also just a hassle. How can you become the person with the rich? I have no idea what you mean. I have no idea what you mean by that with the person with the wrench. Oh, the mod. Oh, nice copy. What was the shiny? What was the shiny? Hello, Alexander. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh, it's a female Charmander. We found a couple female Charmander already. Goodbye. First box is done. Oh, nice Meowth. That's going to be a pain for me to find. Because I know Meowth is very difficult to notice shiny, but that's why I'm probably going to be just Masuda hunting for it. I'm doing very well. We're just hatching our eggs for Charmander. If you guys got your level 5-star raids, we're always happy to assist with those. Wait, where the frick is the Terra raid? Where the frick is this Terra raid? It should be, like, right here. Why do I not have a Terra raid right here? There should be a Terra raid right here. This is weird. Strange. Huh. That's odd. Ah, how to Bisharp. Okay, so the way that you evolve Bisharp is you need to have your Bisharp defeat another Bisharp that is leading a group of Pawniard. So basically, if you find a Bisharp that is surrounded by like 4 Pawniard, you need your Bisharp to knock out that Bisharp. It's very annoying, and you need to do that 3 times, and then level it up. It is a very annoying evolution method, and it is honestly the reason I despise King Gambit. Like, if it was not for that evolution method, I probably would like King Gambit a lot more. I really wish the Pokemon would not fly into you when you're fighting, when you're hatching eggs and stuff. That's annoying. But, yeah, let's keep going. Let's just keep hatching. Glacier Mountain. I love how, no matter what we do, we always manage to work our way back to Glacier Mountain. It's like, no matter what we do, it always comes back to Glacier Mountain. It's always Glacier Mountain. I think it's just like something about Glacier Mountain just draws me to here when I'm hatching eggs. Even though it's one of the worst places to hatch. I just hopping on. I thought you ran behind Volcarona. No, you do not find Volcarona around here, Bob Dole. You do not find Volcarona's shiny around here. Well, the Bisharp. The Bisharp doesn't need to be a specific level. The Bisharp just needs to beat 3 Bisharp that are leading a group of Pawniard. That is the only condition to evolve it into King Gambit. It's just an annoying evolution method in general. But also, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so far. Thank you guys for coming out. We are hoping to get this Charizard before we get Greninja raids, because the second we get those Greninja raids, I'm going to start doing Greninja Masuda eggs for my shiny hunts. And then after that, if we didn't finish Charmander, we're going to finish working on Charmander. Then we're going to start working on Quaxcaball. After that, and then we're going to work on Masquerada. So I want to try and knock out all of the Masuda exclusive egg hunts. And then start working on everything else. In addition to, like, you know, of course, our normal pathway for other stuff. So, also, if you guys have any raids in your game you guys want to do, level 5 ones, we're always happy to do them. Help you guys with the raids is what we like to do. This is, after all, shiny hunting and raids. Now, go back down to the Charmander and delete the Charmander. Yeah, I am waiting for home so I can start doing mass releases, but that is going to be, you know, over a month and a half away before we get mass release. So until then, we're just chugging it old school. We're just chunking it old school. Is that? Oh, it's skipped you. We are releasing the Charmander into the ecosystem. We are destroying the ecosystem of Paldea by just releasing unnatural Charmander numbers into the wild. That is an egg. That was noise. Yeah, I like to look for raids while I am simultaneously hatching eggs. It slows the process down a little bit, but it's like killing two. It slows down the individual process of hatching eggs, and it slows down the individual process of hunting for raids. But in the grand scheme of things, you're spending less time doing both simultaneously than you would going for them normally. Because you're just converting the steps you have to travel anyway into steps that you're using to go for the raids you'd have to walk anyway. And fall down. Please be level 5. Please be a level 5 easy. Nope, it's level 4. Boo. And we go here. Nope, we'll go there. Yeah, Glacier Mountain is probably the worst place to be hatching eggs from Masuda hunts. Purely down to, it's a cliff. So you have to do the mountain climb mode. And when you're doing this, you actually do not get steps for your eggs. It needs to be like flat traverse. Basically, if you can't open up the map, you cannot, those steps do not count. Yeah, they're going to give us the information on the DLC in the Pokemon Day presentation, but we actually have a video all about like theorizing for the DLC and what it's going to do coming up this week. So stay tuned for that. If you want to see that, Don't forget to like, subscribe. It's got some lore. It's got some theory. And it's got a lot of Pokemon in it. So, yeah. Pokemon Day is February 25th, I believe? I'm pretty sure it's February 25th, like February 21st. February 27th. Okay, I was kind of close. Going to 0. Help the Charmanders. Won't destroy the ecosystem. Yeah, but then I can't join Terror Raids with you guys. Then I can't join Terror Raids if I go to Area 0. Because that's what we did with the Score Bunny. Shiny King Gambit does look fantastic. Shiny King Gambit does look fantastic. You cannot picnic in Area 0. Yeah, the reason you can't picnic in Area 0 because the game treats Area 0 almost as a building, and it's also for the same reason why if you go into buildings with other people when you're in a Union Circle, you will not see them in the buildings with you. If you go into Area 0, you will not see them in Area 0 with you. Nice. Going for Shining Roaring Moon. I'm looking forward to my Shining Roaring Moon hunt. I'm looking very forward to that one. But also, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Getting all these eggs. Yeah. You pretty much, if you can picnic, you can join Terror Raids. Which, that's the reason why I'm not in Area 0, is I can't join Terror Raids with you guys. And this is Raid and Shiny Hunt. So we kind of like to do both simultaneously. I saw Crimson. I didn't comment on it. I read everything, even if I don't comment on it. And please don't do last message. Yeah, it's in the rules. Boxes. There we go. 40. It's alright. Have you seen the Paradox, Fakemon? Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Fakemon. Like, Fakemon were never something I overly cared for, mostly because they are 98% wish fulfillment. And the other amusing part of it is, even if, like, there are, like, really, really awesome Fakemon, Game Freak will never be able to use them. Game Freak will never be able to use Fakemon designs. Because it's considered, like, unsolicited, like, assistance with the games. And if they use that, well, they could get massively sued over it. So it's why they don't do... It's why they don't ever do anything with that. So it's like, the more Fakemon people make, the more things that will never happen. Wait, what? Wait, what, Michael? Was that about Eevee? There's no Eevee. Eevee doesn't appear around here. Eevee doesn't appear around here, Michael. There's no Eevee. Eevee doesn't spawn in here. Oh. Usually when people say that, they mean shiny on the streamer. Yeah, anyone can join this. Yeah, anyone can join this. Yeah, if you guys have your level 5 raids, feel free to post the link codes. Alright, what am I going to bring against this? It's Indeedee. It's a bug type Indeedee. And... I mean, I don't have... Yeah, it's... No, it would be better to go, like, Skeletorge. No, it would be better to go Skeletorge. Modifying a model maker to make Fakemon models for mods. Because no experience modeling other than making unflying textured piece of paper. That's something. But the thing is, mods to the games, those aren't real Pokemon. Like, that's the thing, is they will never be real Pokemon. They would just be Fakemon. They would never be real, is the thing. Which means when the next game comes, they'll just go away into nothing. What? That's... Taylor, we go over that in the Greninja video. Exclamation point Gren. Exclamation point Gren will take you to the Greninja video, and all the details for how to build the counters to destroy Greninja are in that. Honestly, probably like Armorouge is probably one of the best plays to bring against this thing. Yeah, I'm just bringing Skeletorge because the Skeletorge has Torch Song, which always boosts. It's fantastic. I love it. But if you want to join Copy Muse, you can come in. Nice. Here is the link to it, Foxy, if you want. There we go. That is the link to the video. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see you in earlier. You might have had a stream delay. Yeah, we should be okay with this. We should be okay. Don't bring shinies into raids. These are level 5. These things are level 75. We kind of need things to be high-leveled for it. Yep. Go out and find a Chansey. Go out and find a Chansey. Yeah, but it's also a Meowth. It's also a Meowth that doesn't have high stats. You're going to need actual dedicated counters. These things have a lot of health. Hey, Quentin, how you doing? But yeah, don't knock out the Chansey with the Let's Go mode. You need to face them in an actual battle in order to get the EV values. You need to face the Chansey in an actual battle. If you do Let's Go battles, it doesn't give you the effort values. Thank you for setting up Trick Room, because we're slow as well. We underspeed this thing. We underspeed Indeedee, so it actually did nothing but help us. I love the fact that it just set up more power for us. Like, Gibby. I love it. Annoying about the raid. Constantly using Iron Hands, even though it's not going to work for the raid. Yeah, Iron Hands is generally good for almost any raid. Like, Iron Hands or Azumarill are good for most every raid. You can't really blame people for just falling into that habit of, well, these things work against everything else, they just throw it at everything. Because that is a problem of people seeing, oh, this is what beats the thing's Terra typing, so let's go beat that. They don't think about the base typing of the thing, which is a bit of a problem. But I think that as time goes on, people are gonna kind of grow out of that. How you doing, James Maka? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Indeed, he has a low catch rate? Indeed, he has a low catch rate? Hey, DKK, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Wait, Indeed he has a low catch rate? I thought it was like a not great, but like not horrible. Indeed. Let's see what his catch rate is. I'm pretty sure it's not like super low. Wow, 30? That's worse than the pseudo-legendaries. Freaking heck. That is bad. That is bad. I love the frickin' damage that this is. And that also completely bypassed all of those boosts that Indeedee had set up with Combine. Well, I probably should put Unaware on this thing anyway to bypass those buffs anyway. But how's everyone doing? My personal False Swiper is either Gallade or it is my Iron Valiant. Because it gets Hypnosis, Thunder Wave, and False Swipe. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. Thank you very much all for coming out today. You guys are the ones that make all this possible. But yeah, that's why we said not to bring the Meowth. Every time that someone gets knocked out, we do lose a lot of time on the raid timer. And the Meowth got knocked out. We did win it, but in future raids, please don't bring shinies or just things just for the sake of that. We need things that will beat it. But I'm doing very well, TKK. We're doing Terra raids. We're getting some Herba Mystica from raids. We're hatching our Charmander, because we have, like, I have over 300 Charmander eggs, and there's a spicy Herba Mystica. Got over 300 Charmander eggs we're working on. Hey, Humberto, how are you doing? Go to the mods, please go grab Humberto's link. But how are you doing, Lionheart? Hope you're doing well. One more raid over here. There's a fairy one. Oh, there's two fairy ones. That's fine. Yeah, if you got level, we're always happy to do level 5 raids. We do level 5 raids because those give Herba Mystica. We don't do level 6s unless they are very, very, very specific Terra raids. Because the level 6s only have a slightly improved drop chances for Herba Mystica, and the amount of extra health they have, as well as better moves, it really is not justifiable. It's like a 3% better drop rate, and considering how much harder they are to do, it just isn't really worth doing it. One generator bots. This is one of the boosted ones. There we go. Generator bots are... Look, no, kind of topic, but Pokemon generator bots are... They will just... Generator bots are still illegal. They are illegal. Gen to Pokemon are intrinsically illegal. Yeah, like the Armorouge was very easy. The Armorouge was very, very easy. Yeah, the easy ones we do, there's also certain ones that have actually, like, a very improved drop pool compared to the other ones. So, like, Blissey. Level 6 Blissey is in, like, the group of the other 6 Pokemon that have the best Herba Mystica drop odds. There's, like, I think it is 6 or 7 Herba Mystica drop rolls, and each of them has I believe it's a 13% chance for dropping Herba Mystica, which is why you can get multiple Herba Mystica from a single level 6 raid of, like, something like Blissey, which is why it's so good to do. Alright. Now the tricky thing is, what do I bring for this? Because this is kind of an annoying typing to deal with. Honestly, I think it's actually probably best to just bring Iron Hands for this. Because Revavroom normally has nothing it's really afraid of. And I can just go Thunder Punch its face in. Yeah, I think that's the play. Mayor Cavendish? What the heck? Oh, Zelda CDI. Okay. Like, yeah, I don't know a thing about, like, the CDI games. I have, like, actively avoided those. I mean, I've also mentioned, like, I've only ever played 3 Zelda games to completion, presently in the process of playing a 4th, which is Link to the Past, which is Blind for the series. Blind for the channel, I should say. Yeah. Again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We should be okay for this. We should be okay. The only thing that Revavroom has that I am, like, slightly-ish worried about is it does have Overheat. But even then, that's not really a big problem for us. No patience, finish the game. Yikes. Yeah, I've heard very good things about them, and it's one reason why I'm actually playing them for the channel, is I've heard very good things about the games, and, like, I enjoy playing some of them, and just, like, playing more games is... Yeah, you know, in the next raid, TK. Do you have any level 5 raids in your game, TKK? Because I'd be happy to help. I would be very happy to help you with those. I'm bad at speaking. Words are hard. Belly drum. There we go. That drops my health, but Revavroom. I don't think Revavroom is going to have enough. If you post a link, then the next one will be yours. Thunder Punch. There we go. It's a very solid damage. I know Fire Emblem, I play those a little bit. I've actually never played a Fire Emblem game. I have never played Fire Emblem. I've heard good things about them, though. I've heard very good things about Fire Emblem. But, again, I've never actually played one myself, so I cannot really comment on them. Punch. Yeah, and I know they're like tactics kind of games. Whereas like they're like real-time, like they're real-time games as well. Are you gonna gather under the room? Go room. Remove negative effects from itself. Come on. Under punch. There we go. We should be fine. We should be fine with this, I think. It's fine. Use taunt on me. I'm not gonna do that. I wasn't gonna use belly drum again unless you purge the belly drum. But at this point, I don't need that. Because it's a strategy game with what? Yeah. Of course, if I stole another charge from it. Like, this is why I think that the whole Terra Orb thing, like terastallizing against the shield, is kind of a dumb mechanic. Because the boss thing will steal your Terra Orb charge, and it's actually quite easy for, like, the boss thing to continuously steal your charge to the point where you will not be able to actually terastallize. How about I... But the thing is, we don't know if you're going to be able to get in. If everyone else is also joining the raids, we can't really guarantee a spot for it. And then we'll have to just take a lot longer. If you set up the raid yourself, then we would ensure that you get in the raid. We can try. This will allow me to do bonus damage against the shield. There we go. Even more damage. Next turn, we're going to beat this thing, which is thankfully good. Thankfully. Yeah, you do bonus damage to the shield even if you are terastallized and not using the type of move that your Terra type is. Which is why it's always better. You'd have to go up to the raid and click on it and it'll say what it is. It'll show what the level of the raid is. It'll just have 5 stars. That is what it will do if it is a 5-star raid. You cannot tell from the map if it is a 5-star or not. There we go. This should be it. There we go. That's it. Fine, use taunt on me. I'm not using anything other than attacking moves. Fine, do that to me. You'll go away anyway, because I punch you with lightning. Goodbye, Revavroom. You're gone. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I say the base type of the thing matters a lot more than the Terra typing. Base typing matters a lot more. But we did not get Herba Mystica. Unfortunate. Yeah, like Iron Hands, like Iron Hands and Azumarill pretty much cover everything. There's very few things that you cannot just throw. Bottle caps are used for maxing out a Pokemon's IVs. So like every Pokemon has like 31 stat points that goes from like a 0 to 31, and bottle caps will give Pokemon up to 31 in that stat. Yeah. It's competitive stuff. Yeah. You do not want every Pokemon to have 31 in every single stat, though, because there are some Pokemon that actually want to have a 0 in some IV. Like, a lot of Trick Room Pokemon Actually, every Trick Room Pokemon wants to be a 0-speed IV Pokemon because of the Trick Room. Because that way you're fastest in Trick Room, because Trick Room is reverse speed order. Unless you're freaking Regieleki, which is so stupidly fast, it actually breaks Trick Room. That was one of my favorite things about Regieleki, despite how much I hate that Pokemon. It is so ridiculously fast that the way the reverse turn order is calculated, Regieleki's speed is so high that calculation simply does not work. So, it basically functionally gives Regieleki, because the way that the turn order works, it isn't just, okay, this is the turn order, now go in reverse. The way that Trick Room calculated turn order was it would take your speed stat and then subtract it from a certain number, and then it would use that number for the calculation for turn order. The problem is that the number you are subtracting from is smaller than what Regieleki's speed is. So, it couldn't do the calculation. Which means Regieleki would basically get spat out with a ridiculously high speed stat in Trick Room. Yeah, Regieleki breaks Trick Room because of the way it's calculated. It probably broke Trick Room. They likely will have fixed that. Because, like, there's no way something like that was in it, because it was the same Trick Room calculation they've been using for years. It's just that nothing was capable of being that fast. So, yeah, Regieleki utterly shattered Trick Room. Yeah. There's all kinds of, like, very fun Pokemon stats like that, like the fact that Azumarill has pretty much the same attack stat as a freaking Groudon. Yeah, the Groudon and Azumarill are just as strong as one another. It's terrifying. Yeah, there was a whole series I was, like, planning on doing with that of, like, the secret stats of Pokemon that you never realized, and things like, yeah, the reason why Regieleki breaks Trick Room, the reason why, like, certain things just happen because of just very, very weird numbers. Like how in Gen 2, you could have a Marowak with such a ridiculously high attack stat that its damage would underflow. So you'd have, like, a Marowak that has, like, quad-digit attack stats, and it would only end up doing, like, 13 damage. Because the number is so high, the game cannot handle a number of that size, so it reduces the stat to, like, nothing. Because the game literally cannot handle a stat that large. I love it. But it also shows, yeah, the devs never expected people to min-max to that kind of insanity degree. Nice! I think that's the second shiny Meowth someone has found today. You get so many boxes by filling up your boxes. So you start with 8 boxes, you fill those up, you get 16. Then, I believe you fill most of the way up for the 16, you get 24. Then do the same, and then you get 32. So yeah, so basically, as you fill the boxes up, you get more boxes. Is kind of the way it works. It's a good thing. The reason they do that is actually for one of the reasons why it took Gen 4 and to a degree Gen 5 so long to save, is the game registers every single PC box space with basically having, like, the data of a Pokemon, so it has to save all of those. So if you have 32 boxes with 30 Pokemon apiece, well, the game is basically saving data equivalent to, you know, 960 Pokemon. Which is why they actually, like, only have you starting out with certain amounts of boxes. So that way, you don't run into that slowdown in terms of saving until you've done a lot of the things. Because most people are really never going to approach having that many Pokemon in the PC. You know, unless you're someone like me, who I will go out and breed for, like, 10 full boxes of eggs to Masuda hunt, most people probably aren't going to run into that sheer number of boxes. Yeah, Trick Room, skill swapping Medicham with Iron Hands in doubles, Belly Drum if you can. I don't, like, Iron Hands really does not like using Belly Drum in doubles. Iron Hands does not like using Belly Drum. The main reason is its special defense is so low that the only way to really make it have a good special defense stat is to give it an Assault Vest. The problem is, Assault Vest prevents it from using status moves, which means you can't use Belly Drum. It's kind of the problem. Because it doesn't really have the bulk to not run Assault Vest. Especially when one of the absolute best Pokemon in the entire format is Fluttermane, who eats Iron Hands alive. Well, have you beaten the game yet? Have you beaten the game yet, TKK? Because if you haven't beaten the game, you will not get access to 5 stars. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Here, Mander. That is going to be 50 eggs. Yeah, you get more boxes as you fill out the Pokédex. Well, yeah, fill out the Pokédex, you just fill up your boxes. A good way of getting all the boxes, like, available very quickly, but you're really not going to need that many boxes for a while, you just go and just breed a whole bunch of Pokemon. But that's going to take a while of you just sitting there mashing A while you collect eggs. Because the way that I go to collect all these eggs that really isn't intrusive when I'm doing other stuff is, you know, I'm like scripting videos, I'm editing videos, I'm recording some videos. I will have this running in the background, and I'll just, like, every couple of minutes just press A when I have an egg sandwich running. Then after every half hour, I make another egg sandwich, an egg power level 2 sandwich, and just keep doing that in, like, 7-minute intervals. How long will it take you to find a 5-star? I don't know where my 5 stars are. That's the thing, is raids other than 6 stars are not marked for what level they are. So it's really just you wander all over Paldea looking for it. Which is one of the reasons why I do these sort of raid streams while I'm also Masuda hunting. Because I have to walk all over Paldea anyway, I might as well be working on hatching eggs. But yeah, it's really just when you go up to the thing, it's just luck of the draw on which one it is. Which I don't know, this could be a level 3, this could be a level 4, this could be a level 5. I have no way of knowing until I get there. Wait! Shiny Greavard! Shiny Greavard! Shiny Ghost Dog! The absolute golden good boy. Again, Glacier Mountain. Place of us finding shinies while hatching eggs. Every time we go to Glacier Mountain, we find shinies. What Pokeballs? He's a good boy. He is such a good McGood boy. Look at this actual McGood boy. I have been dreading hunting shiny Greavard. I have been dreading it. And the game gives me one of the 2 that I need. Welcome in, Crazy Banana. Are you new here? Pleasure to have you in here. We got the good doggo. We got the good dog. I am so glad that I went over here looking for this raid. I am so glad I did. Like, I saw the yellows, like, that's a gold dog. That is a golden retriever. I love it. It is a good, absolutely good. Well, welcome in, Crazy Banana. You brought the shiny luck. Hope you enjoy what we see here. And you'll leave a like and subscribe for more. We actually have, actually, speaking of shinies, in a few days, we're going to be having the 78 shiny Pokemon reaction compilation going up. Basically the shinies from last month. It's going to be delightful. Ooh, what is the 5-star raid, TKK? I'll be happy to pop in for that. I should probably save. I should probably save, just in case some shenanigans happen. What do you mean? What do you mean, Doodle Lucas? Are all the shiny locked? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't name my shinies. Other than ones that are on my competitive battle teams, I do not name my shinies. Aside from Archie the Kyogre, which was the first legendary shiny I ever got, because I specifically hunted that. Thank you, Foxy. I'm so glad you always remember that. That always gives me the motivation to find a shiny, because I know that, well, I'm always going to be down one like until I find one for Lady. Do you mean like the legendaries are shiny locked? Because, yeah, the legendaries are all shiny locked. Yeah, legendaries and mythicals are always shiny locked until the next game that they are released in. Because I'm at 933 and it says I need to get items for Wotan. Oh! Oh, you mean the stakes. Okay, you're looking for the stakes then. Yeah, you're gonna need to basically go around Paldea and, like, just find the stakes. And that's sort of how you encounter them. You cannot shiny hunt those, because those are shiny locked. But yeah, TKK, what is the link code for the 5-star raid? Yeah, I can never remember the names of all the Ruins legendaries. All I remember is Chuyi. All I remember is that Chuyi is called Chuyi and it's the fiery fish. Yeah, I'm glad as well, because what they do is, with legendaries like that, they give those as, like, you participate in the competitive event, and then you just receive it for participating in the competitive event. It's to incentivize people to play the competitive things. Mr. Toast, things are going very, very well. We are presently doing some shiny hunting as well as terror raids, and we just found ourselves a shiny Greavard. So I'm super psyched about that. Got the good little golden doggo. But how are you doing, Mr. Toast? Some toast sounds very delicious right now. I love toast. Toast is delightful. Connecting. There we go. Fighting type, Gothita. Okay. We might be in danger. We may very much be in danger when it comes to this Gothita. Because if it has what I think it has, we are going to get screwed. That's alright, Michael. That's fine. Also, if you guys want to know what the best options for beating Greninja are, there is a link. If you type in !Gren, you'll get the link to the video where we talk about what the best options to bring against Greninja are and why they are the best. We actually go over that. But pretty sure what you mean for the Gothitelle or like the Greninja. Because if the Gothitelle has competitive, we lose. If the Gothitelle has competitive for its ability, we straight up lose. But I am going to bring Grimsnarl anyway, because if it does have it, we lose. But we need to try anyway, because if it doesn't have competitive, I think it's going to be an easy raid. But if it does have competitive, we're screwed. And we're going to need to come up with a new strategy for this thing. There's really only like 3 raid Pokemon you kind of need. I think we can do it so long as it doesn't have competitive. There's only 3 raid Pokemon that I've ever noticed I ever need. Grimsnarl, Iron Hands, and Azumarill. Yes, you are bad. I would say Tyranitar's not great for it. Tyranitar, you want a dedicated ground type. When it comes to Terra raids, you want a Pokemon that is super effective against the Terra type that has a Terra type that is one of its 2 normal stabs. So something like ground Terra type, Tyranitar wouldn't necessarily be great for like electric types because it just doesn't have the same attack bonus normally. You'd want ideally something like a Terra ground Garchomp or like Terra Dragon Garchomp. That way you can use it for like the other stuff. Alright, it's time to see if this thing has competitive, because if it does, we're going to get ended. We are going to get ended by this thing. Gonna set up Misty Terrain. So that way, you guys will not get Thunder Waved again, because that is a big worry I have. Sucks to be you. This is why I set up Misty Terrain. I'm going to heal up so that way you guys don't have your status anymore. But yeah, that's the reason I love Grimsnarl. It prevents the allies from getting status. It has Light Screen. It has Reflect. And it has Spirit Break. Which means, well, I can just continuously debuff your special attack stat. But yeah, I recommend you guys check out the video we did on the best counters for Greninja, because there are pretty much one thing that basically the strategy is how to basically one-shot that thing. Don't worry, I'm healing you guys. You guys are able to reuse and like restore your health and get your stuff back. Don't worry, I did it, so you guys are going to be able to do it. I'm resetting things so you guys are going to be able to heal. See, that's the good thing about Grimsnarl. I am just all support, so I can just focus on cheering to heal you guys up. Yeah, we honestly might need something with Clear Smog, all things considered. We might need something with Clear Smog, because it sets up a freaking crap ton of Calm Minds. And it also gets Thunderbolt, which is annoying. Alright, let's see if this thing has competitive or not. Because if it has competitive, we lose. I mean, we're probably not going to win anyway. I might as well just see it if it does. I might as well just see if it has competitive or not. It doesn't have competitive. Okay, this is possibly winnable. This is potentially winnable then. I do not think Toxpack would be a good support. But yeah, crazy. I recommend you check out the video we did on Greninja, because that will give you all of the best options to use against Greninja on how to beat it. We have support, we have attack, and we have DPS. And the strategy was specifically designed to one-shot Greninja. Okay. Yeah, the only problem was we got stat purged early. I think if we get a 4th person and we like don't get stat purged, we should be able to do fine. But yeah, hope you enjoy Crazy Banana. Yeah, because I do a lot of competitive battling, and I just used a damage calculator to get, okay, we need to deal 7,500 damage minimum to take out Greninja. Shellbell is in Lavencia. Go to Deli Presents. It is either general goods or battle items, and that is where you can buy the Shellbell. Don't worry. We can go back and we can just try again. We lose nothing for failing a raid. We lose nothing for failing the raid. We can always try again. I have one. I think I took it off for dumb reason. Yeah, I do remember that charm. That was during the Charizard raids. That was during the Charizard raid. That was amazing. Like, that was the best single day of streaming I have ever had. We had 41 new people come and subscribe to the channel that day. We beat Charizard. It was just such a great day. We need Michael Shook to get a Shell Belt on one of the Pokemon. After that, we should be good. The other thing is now we know the thing doesn't have competitive, so we can afford to debuff it. So I can just like spam Spirit Break. Yeah, I think if I lead off and I lead off with Misty Terrain rather than lead off with Light Screen, that would be the play. Yeah, Michael, let us know when the Shell Bell is re-equipped to the Azumarill. Because I think the main issue was we got stat purged so quickly, and you guys got paralyzed right at the start of the match. If we don't have that happen, and I don't need to heal you guys, I should be able to be fine with that. But yeah, I'm fine to try again. I'd be happy to try again. We could very easily beat that Gothita. If I another one, I guess I'm having. Yeah. I recommend buying like a couple of Shell Bells because it's just a very good item for raids. I give it to my Iron Hands and I give it to my Azumarill. It's just such a good item to give to them because they're doing out such ridiculously high amounts of damage that they're healing for so much health every time. Because like that's the reason I love Drain Punch on Iron Hands. Because even if you're hitting something neutrally for damage, you're at +6, you're dealing 4 times your normal damage, you're going to be healing, you know, into the hundreds for how much damage you're throwing out. We need to wait for Michael Shook to get another Shell Bell, then we'll be able to join him again. Because once he gets the Shell Bell, it'll be much easier for us to beat it. Okay, you got the Shell Bell? There we go. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the good thing is that I now know I can use Spirit Break. I don't need to worry about not proccing competitive. Because that's always my big worry when it comes to fighting the Gothitelle family. Is they have competitive. Which, the way competitive works is anytime an enemy lowers one of their stats, they will get a double boost to their special attack. So think of it like anytime you debuff them, they get a free Nasty Plot, which is an insane amount of damage. It's one of the reasons why like it was a great Intimidate deterrent when it came to doubles. Also even just Snarl deterrent too, and also Electro Web. Otherwise, like any form of stat lowering, they basically are a huge deterrent from that. And when a number of teams rely extremely heavily on stat debuffing, it turns them into absolute monsters that can just face stomp teams. But now, I don't need to worry about that because I know you don't have access to that ability. So, you can get dunked on, Gothitelle. You can get absolutely dunked on, Gothitelle, and we're going to be enjoying the dunkening. The dunkening like donuts. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, first turn, I think I'll lead off with Misty Terrain. Because I don't think we're quite going to need the light screen immediately. You're just gonna stream until Friday? No, this is the week countdown until the Greninja raids. It's not gonna be until the Greninja raids happen. It's gonna be like this is gonna be the week countdown until Greninja's raids come out. You know, there's no way I would be able to stream constantly until Friday. That is not possible. Yeah, Thursday. Yes. Yeah, pretty sure it's Thursday. I think it's either Tuesday or it's either Thursday or it's Friday because I know it's like Saturday in Japan. It's one of the days in Japan. Yeah. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't worry, we can have all sorts of stuff and things going. We got plans. We got a lot of plans for things. Yeah, I'm gonna lead off with the Mr. Train. Nope. Mr. Train, so that way we dodge the status condition. What the frick? How? How? Still block it anyway. Well, the Charizard's gonna get paralyzed. This is why grounded Pokemon are much better for Terror Raids. But there we go. I have a plan. That immediately cures your guy's stat. Why did it? There we go. There's the cure. Gonna set up light screen. Or it's dead anyway. Hey, Gatos, how you doing? Al, what's your 5-star, Ahsoka? What is your 5-star? I'll be very happy to help. And that is a clean knockout. That is a very clean knockout right there. How you doing, Cactus? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Sadly, we did not get a Urban Mystica from that. No, it didn't even get the shield. It didn't even get the shield. A Passimian. Electric-type Passimian. I'll be down for that. I'll be down for an Electric-type Passimian. Yes, that would be very good. Electric Passimian. Yes, we actually did get a shiny Greavard today. We got a shiny Greavard. Anyone can join the raids. It's just bring level 100 counters. Y. X. W. Okay. So electric Great Tusk. Yeah, I frequently end up just using like Garchomp or Great Tusk. Most of the time it's a great game, but honestly, I never really thought the bugs were a problem. Because the bugs were always just visual. You know, it's not like you've got in other games where it's like you just spontaneously fall to the floor. Or, like, where the AI just has broken AI and, like, save data gets corrupted. They're just visual. And there's, like, you know, a mountain will, like, blip out and then come back after a frame. But it's not like that affects the content of the game. You know, it's not like, say, that mountain blips out, causes you to, like, fall through the floor, and then, like, falling through the floor is, like, big issue. I think actually I could just bring Iron Hands, because Iron Hands will do simply more damage. There's Grind Friendship. The best way to grind Friendship in the game is make sandwiches. Because you actually can only get Friendship up to a certain point through normal gameplay. You can only get to, like, the maximum Friendship with sandwiches. I'm gonna do 6-star Corviknight Feigned here. I don't think we will be able to do that. I don't think we'll be able to beat that Corviknight. Because Corviknight is one of the harder level 5s. As level 6, it's almost impossible. And the issue with level 6s are that their reward pools are terrible relative to what, like, the level 5s are, to not really justify the need to go hunt that much. But yeah, I just really avoid level 6s unless it's something like a Blissey. Not a clue how many sandwiches it is. I don't know how many sandwiches it is, but I know it's not, like, a huge number of them. Because if you just go out and make, like, level 1 sandwiches, you'll be able to get it up pretty quickly. 5-star. Oh, what's the 5-star? What is the 5-star TKK? Simian Speed Rose. Yeah, what was the 5-star? Die. Not doing that much, that's fine. Yeah, it does farm Lycanroc. If you need a Duskform Lycanroc, I can get you an own tempo Rockruff. I can get you an own tempo Rockruff if you need one. Yeah, the only other way to get one, I want to do, Charm, we already went over that. Charm, I already said that. It's the Ice type that is a really good... I don't know what that Pokemon is, DKK. Nice! Beast Ball at the auction. Nice. Okay, game's go. Okay, game's time to go. Okay. Well, we're in the raid right now. We can't enter the code until we beat the raid. There we go. Okay, next time, do not bring the Haxorus. The Haxorus is too low level. Because it keeps getting taken down. Who brought the Haxorus? Yeah, you may want to level that up, Ahsoka. But yeah, the Clodsire wasn't really the issue. It was the Haxorus. Alright, DKK, you can put the link. Active your 2000 Chasm Suna method and next encounter with Shiny Ditto instead of the Pokemon you're hunting. I mean, I already have a Shiny Ditto, so it would kind of just be indifference. It would kind of just be indifference at that point, because I already have a Shiny Ditto. It would really just get thrown onto the pile of like stuff we gotta go do for the giveaway. But the funny thing... Oh, it's a Titan! Okay. Yes, the Titan is one of the Pokemon that has one of the best raid reward pools. I just said that, Cactus. They go into the giveaway bin, which is in the process of shiny hunting. We will inevitably get shinies that we already have a shiny of, so they will be done in a giveaway where I just give them out to the audience. There we go. Okay. Yeah, right, stream delay. Stream delay. Unfortunately, the stream delay exists. But it makes sense because, like, they have to have the delay because otherwise the quality of the stream would just be complete garbage. But we got Satitan. Yeah, I'm going to be shiny hunting Satitan. I would love to get a shiny Satitan. But the problem is, it's a singular Ice-type Pokemon in a sea of Ice-type Pokemon that exist within Mount Glacier. It's not going to be fun. Okay, when I fall asleep, one of you guys needs to do the healing chant, otherwise I'm going to fall asleep and not going to be able to do anything. I have no idea what that means. I have never seen Pinocchio. You're gonna need to explain what that means. You're gonna need to explain. But yeah, that is one of the reasons why Pokemon that are not part flying are generally some of the best for Terra raids. Because if you can set up something like electric terrain or misty terrain, they will not be affected by static conditions. Also, misty terrain has the added benefit of making it so dragon moves deal half their power and do half their normal damage when hitting a grounded target. So just it's in general like a great status to have set up. Okay, got rid of its negative effects. I'm not Rain Punch. Not a punch. Oh, freaking heck, I hate this thing. Honestly, Yawn is the most infuriating move that these raid Pokemon can have. I hate it. But it's so good in doubles. It's so infuriating. Then snap out of its fusion. Used to say it did nothing. Basically, it's a monster-like whale in the famous Disney movie Pinocchio, and is a whale that ate Pinocchio's father, and the way is making fun of stuff. Yeah, I've never seen Pinocchio, so I would not know. I actually really didn't watch a whole lot of Disney movies. Yes, I have seen Logan. I have seen all of the Marvel movies aside from Eternals, because that movie sucked. I have seen all of them but Eternals. Yes, Logan. Yeah. I love the X-Men movies. Those are so good. Like, I feel so bad for the person that is going to be taking up the role of Wolverine in any future installments of anything, because you're stacking up against freaking Hugh Jackman Wolverine. You're not stacking up against that. You're not stacking up against that. But your shiny. Well, the thing is, I don't have a shiny Charmander, so you can't do that. Yes, he's playing Wolverine in the new Deadpool movie. You mean like, what do you mean by that? As shiny as a Mystica like that. I don't really watch Disney movies. I don't watch the old Disney movies. I'm not a fan of them. I don't watch old Disney movies. Yeah, Hugh Jackman will forever be the best Wolverine. It's like, for me, Heath Ledger is always going to be the best Joker. Like, you can do whatever you want with, like, future Jokers in future movies. The best one is always going to be Heath Ledger. You're never going to be able to top Heath Ledger's Joker. Like, I don't care what you do. You're never going to be able to top that guy. And we tick this up to 55. I can't drive 55. I wasn't a big fan of the Joker movie. I saw it and it was just, eh. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. It's basically the only person to come close to actually finish. Like, I don't know, like, the Heath Ledger Joker, I think, like, there was just something very, like, just specifically special about, like, the way that they played Heath Ledger's Joker. There was no reasoning behind what he was doing. He was just doing whatever it did. It was more like watching, like, a force of nature rather than watching a character, and that was kind of what it was. That's kind of what I like the most about Heath Ledger's Joker, is it was almost like a force of nature is what he was. Okay, no, those are not shiny Passimian. You know, like, shiny Passimian is like, it's blue? Ooh. Level 5 Fairy Cloister. This is gonna be a joke. This is gonna be a joke to do with Magnezone. Because, yeah, like, this thing has no special defense. This thing has absolutely no special defense. I just bring Magnezone, and it's gone. Zone Bedroy. Many people in the eyes see as someone who played, basically very good at playing, and someone everyday man going to do is with that. Just want to be. I've actually never played Kingdom Hearts. Like, there's a lot of games that I want to eventually get to, around to playing. Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts are somewheres on that list, but like this is a list of games that is like 20 plus and growing by the day. So I kind of need to pace myself when it comes to like games, because you remember, on top of like the recording, the streaming, the like long form discussion videos and the analysis, I also do like a lot of competitive Pokemon stuff. And like, so adding in like, you know, personal leisure time of like playing my own games as well as like applying to jobs and stuff, there's a lot of time I just don't have. So I kind of gotta like, can't really play everything until like things are much more settled out. Yeah, once like some time passes with Scarlet Violet's competitive scene, I'll probably have a little bit more time. What level is the Corviknight raid, and what is the typing? What is the typing and level of the Corviknight raid? Whenever listing off Terra raids, you need to say what level the raid is, what the Pokemon is, and what the Terra type is. I think this is the best Pokemon game. I honestly think this is the best Pokemon game. Ground type. And no, is it 5 stars or is it 6 stars? Is it a 5-star raid or is it a 6-star raid? Yeah, it's very easy to do, very easy to beat these. Yep, there we go. Get a steal. This should pretty much take it down. Go. Let me just make some commands, because I need to kind of put those in for things. Raid R. Say Pokemon and Terra type. There we go. Now you just gotta add that. Because it is a bit of an issue when it comes time for, like, you know, for Terra raids and stuff like that. What was the raid that you had? What was the raid that you had, Ahsoka? Also, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. No, lady. No. 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 No innuendo jokes. No, no, no jokes. What about Bomb Snow? This will be easy. This will be easy. So I'm pretty sure Bomb Snow is also in like that very, very high reward raid pool. Alright, let's see. Go down back to Iron Hands. This should be easy. Yeah, Bomb Snow has like very, very garbage stats across the board. And it does have one of the better raid reward pools, so this should be an easy one. Should be a fairly easy raid. Wait, what was your raid that you had, Ahsoka? And I said we're not doing the Carbonite raid, TKK. I said we're not doing the Carbonite raid. Carbonite is just too difficult of a raid because we'll keep using Hone Claws, and then it will just blast you with Power Trip or just boost it to anything. Because it also has Iron Defense. Hey, JJ. Oh, yeah, Ahsoka's was, Persimmon, right. We can try the Persimmon after this one. We can try the Persimmon again after this. Yeah, Fox, you could probably just tell you it on Discord. You could probably just, like, Discord DM it. But I am thinking that the stream is a bit winding down. Not sure how much longer we're going to be live for. We're probably going to hatch maybe another box or so. And we'll do a couple more raids. There we go. There you go. For once, I can finally set up an automated command. And it will actually freaking go off when I want it to. Once it will, like, actually finally do that. It isn't stupid for once. There we go. 5 bug. Okay. Yo, we will do the Bronzong after we do Ahsoka's Persimmon. So we'll be doing the Persimmon, then we'll be doing the Bronzong. Why don't we go to the trainer for that? Yikes. Yikes. Punch this thing in the face. Bonk. I do love how much damage Iron Hands does. It's so good. Nice bonk. Not doing a whole lot of damage to me, though. That is not good. I mean, technically, Foxy, you can Shiny Hunter at any time. It's just when you're using the Shiny Charm, you have your best odds with the Shiny Charm. Because you're actually using Herba Mystica gives you better odds than just Shiny Charm. But when you combine them both, then you're like absolute best odds. Wait, Ahsoka, I just realized your Quaxcaval's name is a JoJo reference. I just realized that, Ahsoka, and I love that. I just realized its name is Jotaro. Yeah, I'd honestly say it's probably best to Shiny Hunt after getting the Shiny Charm. It's honestly better, purely down to how annoying it is to grind Herba Mystica. Because, like, I can kind of sit here when I'm scripting out and editing stuff, just, like, mashing the controls while doing Terror Raids, because that's how broken Iron Hands is. But otherwise, like, yeah, it's a big grind and annoyance to do. What's the video? You be Shiny, gonna get it, do an Umbreon. What would you give it? Your ability really doesn't matter for the Umbreon, Because it's not going to use Dark Pulse on Umbreon anyways, because the raids will target your type effectiveness. So, and Synchronize will be completely useless against it, because it's a poison type. If you get poisoned somehow, you can't poison a poison type. So the ability realistically doesn't matter on Umbreon, at least for this raid. Oh, you're going for the big one, Foxy. You're going for the big one. And now we're going to go do... Any tips on completing the Pokedex? Trade with friends. I'll be honest, there's a lot of Pokemon evolutions in this game that are really annoying to get. And just in general, Pokemon that are infuriating to get a hold of. I recommend, like, consult someone who has the game, like, completed mostly. Who has, like, the dex. And trade with them. Because this one sucked. This dex is the same size as the Sword and Shield one. And this took me longer to do than Sword and Shield by a couple of days. Because it's very annoying. Plenty of practice, Megan, rattling Pokemon Power Sandwiches while I'm ready. Should put the bronze. I'm gonna this girl though. But yeah, look, it's time to go to the raid. Plenty of practice making dragon sparkling power sandwiches, so I'm ready. We go over what the EVs are for the stats in the video, Michael. So you might want to go back and check that the stat portion of it, because we go over what the stat spread is. It's in the portion with Indeedee. Okay, that's fine. It's fine, it's okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna actually make dark power sandwiches when it comes to my Roaring Moon. I'm probably gonna make dark power sandwiches because I still need to hunt Hydreigon. Also, yeah, I feel like Josuke is honestly a much more apt name for Quaxclaw than Jotaro. Like, Jotaro is more of a Conkeldurr. Jotaro is more of something like Conkeldurr, whereas Josuke I say fits more with Quaxclaw. I'm gonna use Dark to Sneasel and Sableye in there too. But I also need to hunt for Hydreigon. I could go Dragon. I thought that the Sneasels were only on the top portion, they were on the bottom area. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I actually, speaking of Scarlet, actually, I need to test out, actually, does anyone have Scarlet that could hop on, like, right after this? Because there's something that after we do the Bronzong raid, because there's something I've been wanting to test for a while. And that is, if I am playing my Violet version, and we Union Circle, and I go into Area 0 and I go to the Roaring Moon Cave, how many Roaring Moon spawns would be there? Or do I need, like, the Roaring Moon person to, like, the person with Scarlet, like, basically babysit inside of the cave while I'm there? I want to test that. I would like to test that. If one of you guys wouldn't mind doing that, because I don't actually have, like, anything set up for shiny hunting in my Scarlet version. Like, I don't have anything high leveled. I don't have anything with Falls Whip. I have nothing. Okay, so you need to babysit then. Okay, so we need to voice code that. Okay. I'll need to see what the spawns are. After stream, we could probably go test out, like, what the spawns are then. Okay. So yeah, just someone, like, just send me a DM on stream. Just send me a DM and, like, off stream, we'll figure that out. Because I would like to figure that out before doing the Roaring Moon hunt. Because that's not going to be fun. Because if I have to go do that in my Scarlet version, which I have nothing prepared for. It is time for Drain Punch. Not gonna do any damage to me. Drain Punch to the right hook. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly to see, like, how many spawns actually appear. I'd need to test what the spawns actually are. Whether it's, like, a lot of them, or will it be, like, overcrowded with other stuff. It's mostly to see how many spawns there actually are, rather than is it possible. I've gotten, like, I've seen a Brute Bonnet, not a shiny Brute Bonnet, but, like, a regular Brute Bonnet in my world when I joined someone else's. So I know it's possible, I just don't know what the actual, like, numbers are for number of spawns, and that's what I kind of need to, like, test out. That's, like, the testing. But yeah, I need to just test it out at some point. Okay, good, it's taunting the Clodsire. It's not taunting me, so I can just set up my belly drum again. Set up the belly drum. Thankfully, it didn't target me with anything else. Re-leveled up back to my attack power. There we go. That's delightful. Oh yeah, that's why Force Pommet can't paralyze, because it's electric type. The electric type cannot be paralyzed. Nope. There we go. How did... Oh, probably Poison Jab. That would make sense why the Azumarill got poisoned. But yeah, we'll have to, like, we'll figure out what, like, the spawn stuff will be for the Roaring Moon thing after stream. So I'll figure that out with someone. So I would like to do, like, Union Circle shiny hunts with viewers at some point to, like, make it like a semi-regular occurrence. Good thing. Though the only annoying thing about that is we would need to reconnect every single reset because of how annoying it is, like, with our Mystica. So it would slow things down, but it honestly would be faster just doing that than the other way. It'd honestly be faster to do that, probably. We should be able to beat this thing. There we go. We should be able to beat it. I can't do Union Circle. I just don't. Thank you very much, Aiden. Hope you have a good day. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. So who has the bronze on? Who has the bug bronze on? Yeah, we're gonna go do the bug bronze on next. Ah, Quentin, there you go. Alright. Alright, let's get that Bronzong set up and ready to go. Poke Portal. Your Bronzong, you shouldn't be too bad. I feel like the Torch Song probably be the best way to go. Wait. Hey, we're getting raided by Rod! Hey, Roddy, how you doing? Hello, Diz. Welcome in, a.k.a. Johnny. Welcome in, Rod themselves. Go to the mods, please go grab Rod's link. How are you guys doing? What were you streaming over on your end, Rod? Were you doing some Pokemon? Were you doing some, other stuff and things? And, there we go. How are you doing, Charlotte Taylor? Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for coming in with that raid. Doing very well. We actually just got a shiny Greavard earlier today. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Oh, Mario Odyssey. Nice. I actually have never played a Mario game. And I was thinking for the first one, it would actually be Mario Odyssey. What is it again? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I've actually never played a Mario game. Shocking, I've never done that, and I would like to at some point play them. But nice, I have no idea, like, how far, like, things would be, but I hope you had fun. Was it a good, progress-filled stream? Hope it was a very progress-filled stream. But yeah, glad to know you're enjoying it. Yeah, I know nothing about it because I never played Mario. Like, I've only ever played 3 Legend of Zelda games. I am in the process of playing the 4th one. I'm playing Link to the Past for the series Blind. We're doing a whole series of playing Legend of Zelda games blind for the channel. It wasn't until a little over a year ago I played Metroid for the first time. Still got to work on playing Dread. Only played like 1 Kirby. Well, only played 2 Kirby games. So it was like I'm like almost all of my gaming experience has been either Pokemon or Call of Duty Zombies for like my entire life. Until the last like 2 years, it was almost entirely Pokemon and Call of Duty Zombies. And I've been working on trying to change that. But yeah, good to know that it's a good first game. Because like I know that Mario Odyssey is a massive game, and my one worry is that it's going to be so huge that it might be a bit overwhelming. Because, like, that's one of the reasons why I am still wrestling with myself on if I'm going to be doing Majora's Mask blind for the channel. Because I know how Majora's Mask works mechanically with the whole, like, the 3-day cycle and have an hour and a half when you're doing on the DS version per day, so it's 4.5 hours. And my worry is, well, if this causes me a lot of problems because I just don't know what to do, then I'm probably going to end up hating the game. And with a game like Majora's Mask that is like very, very internet divisive, you know, like basically disliking Majora's Mask is kind of like tantamount to the highest heresy possible. Hey, thank you very much, Mike, for that. Thank you very much for the subscribe. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to play it and dislike it and then get like blasted out the ass. That's a huge paranoia I have. We're probably gonna stream for about another hour or so. Is what we're gonna be doing. But yeah, I've heard very good things about both of those games. That's why I'm thinking I wouldn't do blind Majora's Mask. I'd probably do like a playthrough of it on my own time. And like maybe depending on how it goes, I might like record that and then like upload that. Depending on how it goes, but if like I'm not enjoying like recording that, I will like, okay, I'll play it alone on my own time, and then we'll do like a replay of it, and then record that for the series. I'm still kind of like debating what to do when it comes to that. Hey, Toxic, welcome in. About 4:45 right now. Need some more water. Okay, thank you, okay, thank you, TKK. Also, if someone does exclamation point Discord, that will bring up the Discord link for the channel. Feel free to join the Ironworks. Also, there is the playlist for all of our playlists. If you want to see a drunk Maxis fight final bosses, I will highly encourage you to check out our Metroid Samus Returns series. That is I am the most proud of, and yes, it is because drunk Maxis fights final bosses. Very delightful. What's the 6-star raid, Ahsoka? What is the 6-star? That shouldn't be too hard for us to fight. That shouldn't be too hard. I think we could take that on. Yeah, I think we should be able to take on the Goodra, because, like, we got Iron Hands. It's dark type, it punches things. Yeah, if it's a physically frail thing, weak to Iron Hands or Azumarill, I think it's a 6-star that's easy to take on. But if it's like 6-star fighting Corviknight or like 6-star like poisoned Dondozo, those things are just nightmares to deal with, and I despise them with every fiber of my being. Yeah, but see, I actually prefer to go with Iron Hands against Goodra, because Goodra has 2 moves that are very annoying for Azumarill. Power Whip and, like, Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, which Azumarill is weak to. Whereas Iron Hands isn't really weak to that. Hey, nice! Jennifer Coco this morning. Dingle, very nice. Very nice. Yes, because Armorouge doesn't have because Armorouge doesn't have a freaking grass move that can delete a Azumarill. Also with the Armorouge, it's easy to destroy it because it has weak armor and I can just spam freaking Spirit Break against it and it just completely kneecaps it. Actually, I guess they still pretty much do that here. See, let's do... Yeah, Goodra is all special defense. It is all special... I wouldn't say it's weak offensively, it's just that it's mixed offensively. Like, its offenses are, like, the same as what, like, Lucario's offenses are. The only issue is that when it comes to pseudo-legendaries, we expect, like, 125, 130s for pseudo-legendary offenses, and Goodra's, like, 110, 100. Very not good. But it's, like, all special defense. Which is terrifying when you remember that Hisuian Goodra has amazing physical defense, and Shelter gives it a +2 to physical defense, and it gets body press. You know? Like, Hisuian Goodra is just a nightmare to deal with. Because it has, like, massive special defense, good physical defense, and it gets iron defense. It gets, like, a version of iron defense, and it gets body press. It's, like, it's better Duraludon, aside from the fact that, like, Duraludon is a good bit faster. But, like, that's terrifying. Like, it's freaking terrifying. That, like, what it can do. But, granted, like, one edge that Duraludon has over it is, redirection immunity. Because, like, redirection immunity is amazing. It completely bypasses the, like, follow me, which is, like, that's one of the reasons why Duraludon for, back in Sword and Shield was one of the absolute best picks before the legendaries came in. Because one of the biggest menaces of VGC that early was Hatterene. And Hatterene would always be followed by a little thing called Indeedee. Well, Indeedee would always follow me and redirect away from the Hatterene. Well, Stalwart completely bypasses follow me to just freaking beam Hatterene in the face. It got to such an extent that people would start removing Life Orb from Hatterene, slapping on a Babiri Berry, so that way it just doesn't get deleted by Duraludon. So then what did people do for that? They brought in Unnerved Corviknight. So that way, Hatterene's Babiri Berry goes away. And then people start, okay, well, we're just going to Dynamax the Hatterene turn 1, so you can't destroy me with freaking Flash Cannon. So then, what people did was they just Dynamax their Duraludon to take out the Hatterene. It's like, that's why I freaking love VGC so much. Is like, there's this interaction with these two Pokemon just went from like this one thing just completely revolving back and forth over and over and over again, purely down to the fact of how their typings interact with one another and the abilities. It's so great. I love it. But it's like also kind of annoying. Like, yeah, like it just goes back and forth that much. Guts Ursaluna is going to be a hell of a thing. The thing I'm actually more excited for, though, is, like, Guts Ursaluna is actually Guts Eviolite Ursaring. Because, like, Ursaring isn't to the same degree as, because Ursaring isn't, like, to the same degree of something as, say, like, Eviolite Scyther, where, like, Eviolite Scyther is, like, a very fast, very bulky Pokemon that can deal out very good damage. Yeah, this is why I don't like Azumarill when it comes to Goodra raids, because it gets removed by two things. One of them is a physical move, and I can't really mitigate physical damage. But also, like, Drew, please do not join the next one. Charizard is not good for this. Charizard is very bad for Gudra raids. Also, Ahsoka, you may not want to bring Quaxcaball because it's using close combat, which drops its defenses, and makes it very easy to get destroyed. Yeah. We're gonna need to redo this. Yeah, this is why I say Iron Hands is good for Gudra, because Azumarill gets completely destroyed by it. I've done a number of Gudra raids. I love Tinkaton. Tinkaton is legitimately my favorite Pokemon that this game added. My favorite Generation 9 Pokemon is Tinkaton by a very significant margin. What is it? I was about to say Iron Hands. Yeah, Iron Hands is like Azumarill is suited for many raids. Gudra is not one of them. And it's really just because of Sludge Bomb and Power Whip. What is it, Greninja? I am gonna go get some water. So while you load up the next raid, Ahsoka, I'll join and I'll go get some water. Yeah, I'll probably bring my Iron Hands. I'll just go and bring my Iron Hands. But yeah, the Charizard is not good for that, mostly because Charizard's a special attacker and Gudra is all special bulk. Also, we get Surf and we'll always set up Rain, which will do a lot of damage to the Charizard. Yeah, the games have like the whole Cinderace event because it's the Year of the Rabbit. That's the Chinese Zodiac is what it is, or is that a different thing? I think it's a Chinese Zodiac. Because like, I don't even know like the actuals, like the Greek Zodiac. I don't even know what that is. Okay, it's Chinese Zodiac. Okay. Yeah, because like after like, it's kind of funny that like after all like the years of me poking endless holes in the whole like fire type Zodiac conspiracy theory, which isn't even an actual thing, because Cyndaquil's an echidna. It's not a mouse. Like it's an echidna, and the reason they just say to fire mouse is because like most people don't know what the hell an echidna is. So it's just easier to say like fire mouse. There we go. I'm gonna go get some more water. Go and got water because it is important to hydrate or dihydrate. There we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it might not be best to bring the Quaxcaball. Yeah. Yeah, Goldengo's probably wouldn't be best to bring Goldengo because it's a special attacker. You'd want something that's a physical attacker. If you need an Iron Hands Ahsoka, I have spares. I can send you one. I can send you spares. Probably than actually stockpiled so many of them is like specifically for people if they need them. Okay, you do have Iron. Okay. Oh yeah, you're Violet. I can see like the purple thingy. Ant level 80. I periodically forget sometimes people don't have 999 large experience candies. I periodically forget that fact. Because yeah, I have that many. I know it's excessive, but like I have that many. Again, I spend a lot of time doing Terra raids for Urban Mystica. Because like I will be scripting out and editing, and I'll just be doing Terra raids on the side. I will be like scripting and the editing with one hand, and then I'll just have, like, my controller off to the left side, and I'll just be clicking A. I'll just be mashing the A button while doing Terror Raids, when it comes to just being off-stream. Because, like, you don't really need to do all that much when it comes to Iron Hands. It's literally belly drum and just press A. It is literally our face-punching machine. That did a lot more damage than I would have liked. Thank you. I knew that. And now, you better not do enough. Good. No crits. Yeah, this thing... Again, these things have so much health. These freaking 7 stars have so much health. Wait, does Defiant activate on Gooey? Does Defiant proc if something gets lowered by Gooey? Heck, I have a horrible there are certain Pokemon that give better Urban Mystica drop rates. Also, it is best to not do level 6-star raids. Unless it's like a Blissey... Unless it's like a Blissey raids, or Blissey, Satitan, or I believe, Amoonguss raids. And there's like 2 or 3 others. It is best to not do 6-star raids. They just... The amount of drops they give is just... It's not really worth how long it takes. Goodra is, like, relatively easy because it has, like, very low physical stats. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Armorouge is, like, as high of a drop rate, but Armorouge is a very easy terror raid to do. Armorouge is a very easy raid. Let me check Gooey Defiant interaction. Pokemon Gooey Defiant. Gooey Defiant. Defiant, okay. Defiant in battle. Let's see. Okay, we'll nullify the stats, but I'm fine. Belly drum again. Alright, Defiant. Okay. Instead of a Pokemon lowered by the opponent, an attack increases 2 stages. Defiant will not activate if the Pokemon with its ability lowers its own stat or lowered by that. Multiple stats of lowered, Memento will activate each stat lowered. Defiant always activates before White Herb. Pokemon will no longer have any stat changes after Defiant is applied. The Herb will not have a chance to activate. No. It doesn't seem like there's anything on Bulbapedia about the interaction between Gooey and it. But I can also just check like the page on Gooey as far as abilities go. Because like Bulbapedia is my place that I go to for like most of my Pokemon information. Because like Cerebi updates its information very quickly. But there are often times I've noticed discrepancies in Cerebi.net's info. And when I go over to Bulbapedia, like, Bulbapedia takes more time to get going, but it generally has, like, the correct, like, it puts the information up, and the information is correct. So it's kind of like quick but possibly inaccurate, versus, like, reliable but takes some time. Divine activates when the opponent lowers, so I think Gooey would activate. Hey, Boss One! I kind of want to try that out, so, Foxy, you're Saki, right? Can you check if your King Gambit is Defiant? Because if that works, that's kind of crazy. Come on. Okay, so nice. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you for the help. WWE 2K20. Interesting. I was like, you know what? Sour Mystica? Worth it. Okay, so it is pressure. Okay. We may want to test that in the future, Foxy. We may want to test that with Gooey. Because that'll be fun. Because, like, if that works, then that would further go into the amazing strategy of just spamming steel types. Because those who don't know, the original way that people... would... I wouldn't waste an ability cap. I would not waste an ability patch on it. John Cena. I would not waste an ability patch on just removing it just for that testing. it's far easier to just get another King Gambit than it is to go and just use an ability patch. Because, like, I would probably do something like that because I have, like, 50 ability patches at this point. Which is probably far more than I'll ever need. But I don't recommend people go and, like, waste their ability patches because of how infuriatingly annoying it is to get them. Wish I could give them, but I can't do today. I have, like, 50 of them. I have, like, 50 of them because I do a lot of raids. No. Pressure is Bisharp and King Gambit's hidden ability. And the only way to remove a hidden ability, well, to remove or add a hidden ability, is the ability patch. Ability Capsule is what does regular ones, but you cannot use an ability Capsule on a Pokemon with a hidden ability. It doesn't work. Wait, really? I've seen in a lot of places that you do not get... Really? Ability... Really? I've only seen that you were ever able to get them from raids. Yeah, I've only seen you're only able to get them from Terra raid battles. Really? What? Yeah, I know that you can get ability capsules. Yeah, the caps I know are in the store. I don't think the ability patches are in the stores. If they are, that is very much news to me. I hope that they can be sold in stores, because that would be, like, very good. Okay, the cap... Okay, I had a feeling it was the capsules, because, like, I've done a lot of raids. Like, if I had not... If I didn't need to spend all that time grinding raids to get my ability patches, I'd be kind of annoyed at myself. But I do love how we continued the trend today of Glacier Mountain when hatching eggs. Because, like, we leave Glacier Mountain shiny. We only ever find shinies in Glacier Mountain while we're hatching eggs, aside from the Hariyama we found in the Sato Desert. So I think from now on, we're just going to stick to hatching eggs in Asado Desert and in Glacier Mountain. The Greninja raids are on Friday. This is sort of like countdown to the raid day, and also helping people get prepared for the Greninja raids. Because also, we have a video all about the best options for how to destroy Greninja and one-shot it. Yeah, the Greninja raids are this week. Thursday or Friday, I forget which day it actually is. No, not picnic. Boxes. Tick up this counter to 60. We have finally emptied out 2 boxes worth of eggs. Yeah, I went way the freak overboard on my Charmander eggs. I was only expecting to get maybe like 6 or 7 boxes. I wasn't realizing that I was actually collecting almost 11 full boxes of Charmander eggs. So I'm probably going like super freaking overtime when it comes to emptying out my storage boxes. I'm not going to be hatching them off screen, but I'm going to reorganize stuff in when I am off screen. You're not shiny, are you? You know you're not shiny. You're not shiny. The thing is, we already got you shiny Revavroom. Well, we've already gotten Varoom shiny and Revavroom's shiny, so I don't need to hunt them. But I do want to go find what these the stuff is. I am a little sad that when you're climbing cliffs, those do not count towards steps for hatching eggs. So if you are hatching eggs, you want to go find somewhere that is flat. You know, you don't want cliffs, because when you're flying or you're falling or sliding down a hill, those do not count steps towards hatching eggs. So it is best to just find a wide, flat area and basically just run in a straight line. Are you sure it wasn't from, like, the Ace tournament thing? Because I haven't found anything that says you can find ability patches in stores. Unless you meant it was from the, unless it was from the auction place. Shiny Murkrow! Shiny freaking Murkrow! Purple bird! I love it. Love it. I love Shiny Murkrow. I love Shiny Murkrow. It is such a good shiny. I love purple. It's my favorite color. Let's go. It is very VGC bird. It is very VGC bird. Love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Adamant nature. Love it. It's so good. It's very... Mrs. Crow, because it's female, is very bird. Is very purple. I love it. You go here. Very delightful. Very delightful. Is very... I'm so glad I came up here to go and check on this Terror Raid. I'm so glad I checked on this. I love a 5 value. You know what? Fire Basculin, you will take solace in knowing, because of your existence, as meaningless as it is, we acquired a shiny Murkrow because of you. One of my all-time favorite shinies. Because I am a sucker for the color purple, as evident by which version of the game I am playing. Hey, Litsune. And this is why I love doing shiny hunting while Masuda hatching. Like, this is what Masuda hunting was always wanting to be. Like, Masuda hunting was always wanting to be in a game like this where you can see shinies in the overworld. And it meshes so well because I can work on hunting my shinies while in addition to hatching my eggs, as well as looking for shinies that way. Like, it works. It is, in every way, a multi-dimensional win. It's like 5D chess. It's freaking 5D chess of shiny hunting. It's a Durgaronite. It's a Durgaronite. I love Dragonite. It's so happy. Dragonite is such a happy Pokemon. I love it. You just want to get hugs. And then send it to break the spine of people who get on your bad side. By just giving them hugs that shatter their spine. Hi, Durgaronite. It's so cute. It's just so happy. It's such a cheerful, happy dragon. I love it. But busy with drawing for astronomy. Ooh, nice. Drawing is fun. Like, 2 shinies, no Urban Mystica. Like, no 2 shinies, no Urban Mystica consumed, and like probably 4 Urban Mystica gained. Oh, I would love to do that Blissey raid. I would love to do that Blissey raid. Because Blissey is one of the best reward Urban Mysticas. Like, Blissey raids have the best, they're one of 6 Urban Mystica level 6 raids that have, I believe it is 6 or 7 rolls for dropping Urban Mystica. And it's a very easy raid to beat. Blissey just does not have very good stats. So it's very easy to beat. I don't care for breaking my spine and requiring help, right? I mean, if Dragonite is friend, Dragonite will not break spine. If you are enemy, Dragonite will break spine. Before going online, they sell the patches. What? I think I figured out why I found patches out of capsules. Wait, what? Huh? I'm not sure I follow, Ahsoka. I'm not sure I follow. There's Mungo-Rar. There's Mungo-Rar. I don't really need, I shouldn't need Iron Hands for this. I shouldn't need Iron Hand for this. Are you sure about that? There's nothing I can find online that says they ever sold ability patches. Honestly, I never used the Master Ball. I never used the Master Ball in any of the modern games. Ability patches, sale, Pokemon, Scarlet. Let's check this. How to get ability patches? Ability patch sells for that, really? How to get the ability patch? I am only seeing things about them being in level 6 raids. The only thing I'm seeing is, like, people selling it for 125,000 Pokédollars. I'm not seeing anything about, like, the ability patch being purchasable. I never updated the game. I mean, I'm not even seeing, like, a day one thing. It's weird. I mean, I believe you. I believe that there might have been, like, some that they would have patched out about that, because that's kind of a big glaring hole to fix. But I'm not seeing anything online about that, but that's weird. It would be I feel like that they're probably going to add in some way to, like, they're going to sell them at some point in, like, the DLC. They'll probably add in, like, a ability patch sell thing, like they had for, Sword and Shield, where it was you would just go into Dynamax Raid Den and you'd sell them and get them then. Interesting. Interesting. That's very strange. That's very strange. Mungo-Rar. Mungo-Rar. Okay. Probably gonna be able to buy them first when they decided not to do it. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I feel that they're gonna add a way of being able to purchase ability patches at some point. But I think it's gonna be like DLC area. Because for as good as the ability patch is, I don't think they're gonna like just sell them from the get-go. Because they add in a lot of QOL updates for those like access things in DLC. They did that for us, Sword and Shield as well. So doing that for Scarlet Violet, I think is going to be a given. Though I don't think they're going to let us buy Herba Mysticas when it comes to the DLC. That I think is a pipe dream. Like, being able to buy Herba Mystica would be fantastic, but I do not really see them selling Herba Mystica. I mean, the other thing is, if they do still sell Herba Mystica in the DLC, then people are going to say, well, they're paywalling Shiny access. And that's why we love Blissey raids to Herba Mystica. Delightful. The funny thing is, Ahsoka, I'm actually working on a video all about theories, about my personal theory for what the DLC is going to be. And there's actually a perfect place in the real world that is both, would fit perfectly into this. So I think you're going to like that, Ahsoka. I think you're definitely going to love it. But yeah, I think that they'll definitely add in some sort of ability patch selling acquisition system in it. Yeah, that's why Blissey, I say, that's why Blissey is, like, the best raid to do. Because Blissey has, like, one of the best raid drop pools. Sicily. not Sicily, Corsica? I think it's down in Corsica. Yeah, I feel... I'm kind of surprised that they just have not made a Pokemon region based out of Italy yet. Granted, I'm Italian, so I'm kind of a little biased in saying that. Because like, I would love a region based on Italy. But if they ever make a region based on Italy, we all agree that if they're gonna make a region based on Italy, they gotta have the Elite Four and the champion be in the Colosseum. Yeah, if they make a region based on Italy, the Roman Colosseum has to be where the Elite Four is. They gotta do it. So they gotta go do. 65. I'm gonna get rid of everything in the world. Noise. I've actually been to Italy. Like, Italy would be one of the few places I would have ever been in, like, IRL that corresponds to a location of Pokemon. Because I've been to New York City, but I didn't really, like, go around in New York City. We were just, like, in, like, the train station for a bit. Because we had to go get a train to somewhere. Because, like, we had to get on a train to go to, like, a cruise that was leaving from New York City. So, like, we didn't actually go, like, to a large part around the city. And... like, that's the closest I've ever been to, like, any location. I mean, well, I've been to, like, Arizona, and portions of Arizona are what the Ore region is based on, so, like, I guess technically kind of there. I've been to England, noise. I actually have not been to England. Yo, one of my friends from the Penn State Pokemon Club, he went to England. The reason he went to England was because he qualified for Worlds in VGC in, like, the last series of Sword and Shield. So he got to go to England because that's where they were hosting Worlds. Yeah, because, like, because I said, oh, nice, any reason you're going to England? And any reason, like, you're visiting England? And he commented, well, he got invited to Worlds. You know, he qualified for Worlds, so that's why he's going. And it's like, I periodically forget that Santino is part of a Discord I'm in. I have battled against him, and he has gotten to Worlds on a couple occasions. Like, that's just awesome. Yeah, it's like, that club is honestly a large part of the reason I enjoy battling so much. Because they would, like, style on me when it came to battling. It's like the great times of my great-great-great-grandparents. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's like, I would love... Hey, Darth, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Darth. I probably should save. We've been doing pretty well today. We're probably not going to be live too much longer. But we've been doing pretty good. We got 2 shinies today, shiny Greavard and shiny Greavard and a shiny Murkrow. Super happy about those. And we have to think, so we got Travel the World and did everyone interesting. Interesting. But yes, so I am thinking I'm gonna do that. I am trying to think, okay, well, who are we gonna raid? Okay, so I gotta get working on who we're gonna go do for that. But after this ends, I'll probably do some little bit of experimenting with like the overworld shiny things. And nice. Nice. You got your own iron hands for stuff. Fun. You gotta do a little bit of editing for I gotta do a little more editing for the Kalos DLC video thing. and finish editing that up. And just working on some other stuff and things. But yeah, it's definitely doing pretty well. We're probably done with raids for the rest of the day. But, like, we got a lot of Herba Mystica. We got a good stockpile of Herba Mystica. And I am working on my next plans for teams. There we go. We're probably gonna hatch. We're probably gonna finish this box. Maybe. It's right. I mean, we're probably gonna be ending off the stream soon because I do have to get like start working on some stuff around 6 p.m. my time, and it's about 5:30 right now. So I'm not sure how much longer I actually have before I gotta go do those things. I gotta also do like job application things and like go out for a late night run. So I'm not like time is a bit tight. So I want to try to get like as close to that stuff as I can, but we can't always like go like as long. Which is why I'm thinking we're probably gonna like done with raids for tonight. But we'll continue this. But also, Darth, if you join the Discord, Discord, there is an entire raid chat there that you guys can basically post link codes to your raids in, and you'll do raids with everyone. What do you mean, like, it's a normal raid? What do you mean by that? Do you mean, like, it's a normal type raid? Because, what is the Pokemon in the raid? Because if something like a Blissey, that would be fairly easy. We could probably do that easily. No, I'm not fine. I think we could take that. It's level 5, right? I think we could do that. I think we could do that. Hopefully it doesn't have Flame Body. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Yeah, I know who we're gonna go raid. I know exactly who we're gonna go raid. Alright, this should be good. Oh, your game updated then. Okay. You must have still been on the raid event, and then when you update the game from that, it wipes everything because it refreshes your raids. Yeah, that happens. It's annoying. But that does unfortunately happen. Yeah, I think we're just gonna like finish hatching a couple of eggs, and then we're gonna go on a raid. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go do. No one connects on the network. Yeah, that's what it is. It updates when you connect to the internet. Then it automatically updates the raids. Yeah, that because the raids ended yesterday. It would change over then, because your game would update itself from the old raid event news. Yeah, a lot of people I know that like to do like their 5-star raids and then connect it, because then they get a whole new bunch of raids. But yeah, that must have been what it is, because the same thing happened to me last night. Where when the event ended, then it re-updated everything and it wiped my old raids. I have another normal 5-star of the Hippo. Yeah, Hippowdon is a lot more difficult to deal with because Hippowdon has Yawn, which means like it'll put basically everything to sleep. And with something that is as bulky as Hippowdon is, that can make raids very, very difficult because it's just so bulky it refuses to go down in between everyone like falling asleep. I've tried a number of Hippowdon raids in the past, and they have not gone very well. Apologies, but I don't think we're going to do that one tonight. But the person we are going to be raiding, they are actually doing a whole bunch of terror raids, so it may be best to save that for them. Yeah, they are doing terror raids, and they are Urban Mystica grinding. Okay, that's everything. Boxes. 75. Yeah, we're probably just going to work on finishing these eggs, and then we're going to go for the raid. There we go, Charmander. I'm happy that we got our 2 shinies today just by randomly walking, which is good. Oh, wrong, I forgot to go pick some stuff up. We have 3 boxes of Charmander eggs. It's not terrible. It's not ideal. But, like, it's far from bad. It's definitely far from a bad haul. Especially when shiny Greavard was one of the shinies I was actually very worried about having to hunt. Because you can't really see it until, like, it pops out of the ground. It's like, well, it was just there normally, so I'm happy about that. That was when I was worried about having Masuda hunt. Which is good, because that takes one off of the Masuda list. Like, and anything that helps to reduce the Masuda hunt list, I think is good. Because I enjoy the Masuda hunts. I enjoy, like, the more laid-backness of them. But at the same time, I also do get a bit bored of the Masuda hunts. So being able to, like, do, like, other stuff is, I think, just a lot better and more enjoyable. Alright, Death. But we are going to be raiding someone who is doing terror raids. So if you want to do with terror raids, I recommend you stick around. But yeah, but yeah, we're definitely going to be... Yeah, we're good. Okay, Meander. Yeah, we're going to get up to 90 hatches today. And I need to get working on what day we are going. What the person we're going to be raiding. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream off, and we give a raid to someone. And the person that we're going to raid, they are doing terror raids. So the phone, I've stream muted, but what's like your opinion? Surprise trade random mons, got perfect IV, shiny ditto. Oh, dope. Yeah, that is very likely hacked. Bloons fact to confuse meta. One heli is set on points at. Yeah, that is likely very, very hacked. But I do appreciate the comedy in that. Yeah, like that's the reason I just on principle don't do like surprise trades. That's like on principle. It's why I just don't do surprise trades. Is with how many hacked stuff is just being thrown around on there. I just actively seek to avoid it. Dude. Yeah, most likely it's hacked, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very suspicious. I mean, there was one that I got, it was a perfect IV, like every single IV was 6, Glacier, and it was level 100 with a speed boosting nature, and I'm like, the reason I can tell this is hacked is no one would get a Glacier that has anything other than a 0 speed IV. No one would do that. Because, like, 0 speed Glacier is the only Glacier people go for. So at least if you're gonna do something like that, you might as well try and make it do convincing. Surprise trade offline. Exactly, Mudkip. Exactly. It is there exclusively to mess with people. Like, I mean, definitely, I could see that you could do, like, okay, you get, like, a group of people together, and, like, you cover up the thing that says, like, the name of the person, and you have a whole group of people all doing surprise trade with each other, but you need, like, a pretty large group for that to even work. Yeah, so surprise trade, very well-intended system. The problem is, people exploit the hell out of it because they want to gen and hack. Unfortunate. It's one of the reasons I'm actually very glad they've been adding in ways of just making shiny hunting significantly faster. Because when shiny hunts are faster, people don't have the same pressure to gen. And I'm okay with that because, like, anything that discourages genning, I think is a good thing. You know, anything that, like, puts pressure off people to gen, anything that puts pressure off people to hack, I think is just default good. You know, it's a bit of a controversial stance to take, but, like, I would rather have that. What makes me angry is when people, like, hack shinies and raids. Like, I spent hours of my life going to training Iron Hands. Yep. Well, the funny thing is, like, training stuff up doesn't really take that long anymore. Because all you need to do is, okay, here's experience candy, here's, like, some vitamins from the store. It's very easy. You know, it's the grind time that it takes to prepare stuff these days is very, very reduced. I'm glad for that. Because it just makes the game more accessible to everyone. Yep, we got Cinderace. So far, all of our Masuda hunts have been under odds, Andreas. We got the Cinderace yesterday. And I'm very happy. What are you doing, Andreas? Can one of my mods please go grab Andreas's link, please? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing very well. Oh, Teddy Years, that was like that yellow thing was. It was like, what was that yellow blob? I was like, oh, it's a thing. Only Quackley so far is under odds, very nice. It's always good to get under odds shinies. Like, shinies under odds is the best way of getting them. Like, we've actually gotten 2 shinies today so far. We got a shiny Greavard, and we got a shiny Murkrow. Both of them phases while hatching our Charmander eggs. I am so glad to have gotten the Greavard, because Greavard was one of the big ones I worried about. Oh, you need Pokemon IVs changed. Calcium shoved down their throat. Wow. Moderator is something that we don't give out to anyone. It's basically a thing of, like, if I need moderators and, like, there's someone that I trust in stream, I will make them a moderator. You know, it's basically getting promoted to mod is something. You know, it's not something that really happens all that much. But it generally goes in, like, knowing the person. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be our final egg batch of the day. And, but yeah, I got plans for tomorrow. We are going to be resuming Breath of the Wild. I still have yet to finalize the day for Breath of the Wild things. I'm on 4-1 for Joel, Tony, and Wooper. Yikes. I hope you get it. We got our shiny reboot at 506. And we got the shiny Cinderace at 401. So, I think... you might be doing okay. You know, I hope you get it before you hit odds. 30 eggs per stream since I'm collecting the XP candy. 30 eggs per stream since I'm collecting. Nice. Yeah, I try to do at least like 90 or something a day. But when it comes to Charmander, I'm going to be hitting Charmander a lot harder than the others. I'm going to be... I got the they got the Iron Head the marked. It was uncommon mark. Nice. Fun. I'm hoping, like, when we do the Iron... not the Iron Man. I know Method method is very effective, but I absolutely hate doing it. Not sure why. I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but I feel in Scarlet Violet, it is the least bad version of Masuda hunting, because when you're wandering around the overworld, you can find other shinies. You can find other shinies while you're hatching your shiny, as we've demonstrated numerous times, where we've gotten, I think at this point we've gotten like 5 or 6 shinies while wandering the overworld and hatching eggs. You know, 2 of them were today. I'm pretty sure about 3 of them when we were doing them. Hello, Elijah Edwards. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hatching shiny and trying Greavard, consider necromancy. Nice. Yeah, like that's what I like doing with my Masuda eggs. That's one of the reasons why I want to try and knock out all of my Masuda hunts before I finish working on the other decks. Charm though, since my friend Scarlet still has unlocked Area 0. Yikes. I'm pretty sure someone in the Discord should be able to help you with those ones. I'm pretty sure someone in there in the Discord should be able to help you. Exclamation point Discord to open up the link for the Discord. I got around 1 box of shinies while hatching. Wow. Were you running sandwiches while doing that? I mean, I probably found a lot of shinies while hatching eggs, but those were also, like, shinies I found while running sandwiches while doing, outbreaks, and I don't really count those. I've kind of only been counting, like, the ones that I've gotten without, having Urban Mysticas running, which I know that is around, like, 5 or 6. Alright, that is all for today. That is 90 eggs. But right now... Yikes. Freaking hack. That's a lot. We're going to go on a raid. We're going to go raid Shining Umbreon, who presently is doing Urba Mystica grinding in Terra raids. So, I will see you guys next time. Let's rock and roll. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We got the Kalos DLC video going up in a bit, a few days, and we got a bunch of other stuff going up. So, see you guys then. Let's go.